Rebel with a cause. BK all day, baby. It's rebel season. The real rebels are back. I got the mind of a king. You should really protect them. Everybody talking, but rebel really the next. I got the mind of a king. Was bred to never take this. Slavery, fake hip hop, you dead if you were racist. I got the mind of a king. You could never replace this. Blood from the mud, no love, so I'ma say I got the mind of a king. I know where I am from now. I'ma wake 'em up, you keep 'em sleep, it's up to me. I got the mind of a king. Welcome to Rebels Roundtable. I'm Rebel with a cause. Got my partner King KENWARDO in the building.
I kill Black Power.
And we got a crazy guest for y'all tonight. Sista Nandi R.B.G in the house.
Sista Nandi R.B.G.
Peace, everybody.
We got OBASI in there. Peace, Queen. How you doing?
How you doing,
I'm
Sister
doing
Nandi?
great. I'm doing great. And yourself?
Can't complain, but we will for those who can't complain for themselves. If you get what I'm saying. Everything good. All right, OBASI in. Yeah, everything good now. All right, Wardo, you can set it off.
Let me introduce your show. Yeah, this is our Rebels Roundtable.
Yes,
Another
sir.
edition. We got it. I met this sister on another show time, R.B.G show, but we have mutual friends. Shout out to Sister Nisa Bad. Love you, sister.
Salute.
But you know, me and the sister had a few conversations since then. I like she about. She all about, you know, all about the people, and she's straight up revolutionary. How you doing, Sister Nandi?
I'm good. I appreciate you guys for having me on. I want to say shout out to Sister Nisa as well. That's my sister. I love her to death.
That's right.
And of course, shout out to the R.B.G, our R.B.G gang.
That's
all
right.
our peoples.
All right. Salute to the R.B.G gang.
That's right. So, Sister Nandi, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Ooh. I'm from Atlanta. Of course, I have children, 4 beautiful children. I've been kind of on the revolutionary stuff, family members, you know, a long lineage of those that were Panthers, you know, freedom fighters, you know, all of this different stuff in the Kirkwood area of Atlanta.
Right.
I've had a crazy life. Gang, you know, I've been in gangs. I've took myself from that, of course, and went to Revolution.
That's right.
Started my own organization, but then joined the NBPP in 2010. And I separated myself like 2012 because of a situation that happened with me and Brother Malik in my brother's case. My brother is dead now. He was murdered in prison. So
who is your brother, Sister Nandi?
Huh?
Who is your brother?
I'll call him Junebug. I don't want to
put
everything out there until I discuss it with you guys because I don't want to offend anybody. It was Muslims that was involved and a number of other things. And we were in Gangster Disciples and trusted Malik to, I'm sorry, this is a kind of emotional situation, but I thought Black Lawyers for Justice meant something. I really did. And when I joined the organization, I was all in on Malik. He's going to take care of everything. This is the next generation from the Panthers that we, you know, idolize and we respect. And nothing happened. So my brother ended up being stabbed 140 times.
Dang.
He died August 20th, 2011. And that's about as much as I want to discuss with that right now.
Okay,
you know. Cool. I really love my people. I think that a lot of the things that we are going through is going to take I'm talking about a drastic change. You know, when I look back on history and I look back on certain things that we thought was given, or which nothing should be given to us, it's all ours. But the things that we thought were given, the people that we thought we were affiliates with, the people that we followed, and that's just coming all the way from them 1800s to now, nothing has changed for Black people except the level and the name of slavery that they have placed us in. You know, I hear people saying 400 years of slave, but damn, 400 years was during the Arabic slave trade that a lot of people don't like to talk about. 400 years was when we went through, you know, the Jewish issues, and 400 years of when they took the Indians. And I mean, how many damn 400? I'm sorry, I don't know if I could.
Yeah. Speak the way you want to speak.
Okay. How many damn 400 years are we going to keep singing Kumbaya and shit and waiting on the very people that invaded us and took everything that we had, and that's a big word, took, to give it back to us? So a lot of things I think that we fight now in 2021 is pointless. Reparations, what the fuck? Like, people need to really know what the word reparations stands for and what category of people that are entitled to reparations. And I think that they get confused about that. You know, sharecroppers. Everybody wasn't sharecroppers. Everybody's family didn't experience the same experiences. So unless you was dealing with the USDA and your tomatoes was being discriminated against, then reparations is like limited to that particular set of people. Slavery, when you look at the word slavery, it was just labor. And I think a lot of people misconstrue slavery with just getting your behind beat and, you know, they buck breaking and doing all type of disrespectful things to the brothers, you know, castration and things like that. No, it was the work that you were doing for pennies on the fucking dollar. And that's the same thing that we have now. It's just that so many of our people, because I don't like to use that term Black, but so many of our tribal people are volunteer slaves now. It used to be volunteer entrepreneurs, you know, volunteer business owners, you know, and I'm not going to say all Black businesses are to be shopped at, but I'm just saying that the things that our ancestors was doing and what we're doing now has changed a lot. And I have a problem with sisters always blaming it on the brothers.
Right.
They are blaming the brothers.
So it's funny to me that sisters feel like the brothers are supposed to be on the damn front line, you know, all the time when we can get places that the brothers can't. That's why I understand a lot of people don't play chess. If the queen understands her position and knows that she's the most powerful piece on the board, and I'm sorry, because a lot of terms I really don't like, queen and shit, we already know where that originated from and stuff. So y'all excuse me if I'm correct in my words, but I don't like to use those terms. But if the sister knew that the king was actually supposed to protect the castle and order the soldiers, and she make the moves like thugs, then we wouldn't be in this situation. I just don't feel like the brothers, with the way that the system and the government is ran, they have strategically come up with ways to keep our brothers down, from laws to unjustifiable killings, separation of families, not to mention all of these categories that they have given our brothers. And the sisters, they have to step up and make moves in places that you all can't. So those are just some of the things that I wanted to talk about that I try to deal with and tackle myself, because without all of us, then none of us will be here. Does that make sense? You know, like some women say, well, a brother, I don't need no man. Well, you can't make a baby without a man, and you didn't get here without your mama being with a man. So I hate when I hear sisters say that shit, because all brothers are not bad. I'm sitting on a panel of 4 brothers right now that has our people's best interests at heart, that is actually putting something together like this that's productive and moving on revolutionary methods, suicidal revolutionaries, because this is suicidal when we having these type of conversations and we already know what we're dealing with when it comes to technology. So I don't agree with a lot of things. So I just wanted to end there, and I'll wait on questions.
Love Sister Nandi already.
That's right.
Salute Brother OBASI in the house. Brother Knowledge.
Salute, Brother OBASI.
How you doing, sister?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
No, you kind of opened up. Well, you didn't kind of. You opened up great. I don't even know where to kind of like start unpacking, because I feel you in so much of what you're saying and what you know. And I want to back up, and I don't want to spend too much time on that sucker. But go back to Malik Shabazz, and I think that's something strong that you bring up, because in those drastic, I like how you said drastic change, because to me that's the essence of like real revolution, like a real drastic, a total change. So in that total change, I think is how we talk. I think we begin to romanticize a lot of the movement and stuff, and we're still stuck in the ideology. But now we got to start putting some substance to what we're doing. Meaning, like, I don't even see how a lot of people don't even still understand that Malik is a snake. But a lot of people don't want to speak. And it's like, we got to learn how to speak, and really stand on when people are committing treason. My heart go out to you, but I know him to be just a do nothing person. I know this personally, so I know what you're saying is 1,000. But in that, I'm saying, you said something, sister?
Oh no, go ahead. I'm gonna piggyback off what you're saying, because I got a lot to say about Malik.
Okay, go ahead. If you want to jump in, you can.
This makes me so mad, but when I
that's kind of like, you kind of got to be like the healing. You got to flow and get it out, because that's what scarred us from really moving in the movement, moving with people that we thought that was about something. I almost made that leap and joined that party too. I was a part of a different party, a different branch. And I'm going to take you back to when the incident happened. It happened right around the way from my house when they jumped on Brother Daru. And yeah. And I was the spokesman for my
They wouldn't let us in, but go ahead.
I was at that time, I was the spokesman for my chapter. So what we had to do, everybody had to denounce Malik, because that was his crew. And that's what the spokesman had to do. So I think we got to kind of like follow up and like, it's time we have to end those drastic changes. We have to kind of like get these snakes up out of here or make it uncomfortable. Make sense what I'm saying?
It makes a lot of sense. Let me piggyback off of when I got in the organization.
Okay.
It was Brother Telly, Brother Will, Brother Lenny. I'm calling out names because, you have to let people know that you really was a part of an organization.
Believe it.
Brother Najee, I remember Brother King Samir. Hell, I even remember Brother Stokely, Brother Ja. People that's gone, Brother Horror, which was Antoine, R.I.P. I love Horror. That's Nisa's. That's so hard, because they said he committed suicide. I know. And I'm sorry, I get teary-eyed when it comes to Antoine, because he was real for the organization. And he started to warn us about certain things, and all of a sudden, he was found somewhere with a bullet in his head. And they brought it off. They told us homicide, but suicide. But after we did all of our research, me and Sister Nisa and everybody, we found out that this brother was murdered. He wasn't even killed out of town when they found him. He was murdered here. And long story short, when we first joined, it was a lot of stuff going on. This was right around the time that we was finding out about everything that happened with Khaled and Sister Malika. Damn, I wish I could find her. But that was one of the reasons I joined, because I seen Khaled and Sister Malika. She was one of my idols. I mean, that sister was, you know, about handling her business. She would protect Khaled by any means necessary. So I joined. We meet Malik. Very funny character. The first event that we had, we ended up almost getting into a fist fight. Brother Lenny and all of them could verify this, because they didn't realize you got street niggas. These ain't street niggas in here. We street niggas. And some of these conversations all up in the nigga face and shit with that. We not going for any of that. You know, so it was get in line, comrades, stand on post. We realized, wait a minute, we ain't come to be no ducks. We came from gang banging to join an organization that we thought was about militancy, but discipline and saving the people. Hell no. It was about funding. How many newspapers you can sell? How many CDs you can put out? How many events can you get me, sister? Would you like to sell my soap and my tissue? Hell no. That's not what we came here for. So we already had bickering and stuff because we was putting in our own money. I started to be the minister of community programs. I wanted to know, give me the books. I need to know all the members and who's paying dues and shit. You had some people paying dues and donating hundreds of dollars throughout the month. So I'm looking at the books, and then we got comrades in jail. You got people out here not eating. What the fuck? Where the fuck is the money? Y'all supposed to document this. You're supposed to have the person that you're assisting sign off on groceries or, you know what I'm saying, clothing, whatever you're giving, even though we're not 501c3, but it's documentation of where people's funding is going. All hell broke loose. So we get to a meeting. It didn't work out. Brother Yanga and Kruma and Brother Lenny. Those were the two people that I was dealing with. Lenny was my chairman at the time. Yanga had left, but was on his way back in. So he eventually started being my chair. So in between time, we ended up having an event at the Tupac Center. They referenced us as Nandi and the Fam. A lot of people knows my group as the Fam. We had an incident where one of the actual so-called national members, which was Telly, I think he's deceased now, threatened one of my youth ministers. Wrong move. I didn't even know they had that many guns when I turned around on their fucking chicken. We goes in and have them I think I'm talking to my chairman till I seen the DeKalb County Police surrounding the hell out of me. That's when I first figured out, you motherfuckers are agents. We sitting here having a discussion supposedly amongst the organization. You didn't pay Afina Shakur her fucking money when we used the Tupac Center. Then on top of that, you got so-called leadership threatening the youth ministers. What the fuck? He was 16 at the time. And you pulling guns and shit. Wait a minute, you didn't know we had guns too. That was the separation of the NBPP and myself. But that's not the end. Now they want to play Gorilla Goons. They gonna snatch patches. They gonna roll on anybody they catch in the uniform. No, we start rolling on their asses. We still rock the patch just because we wanted to see where they were standing with all the threats and the argument. So this is when I created 3.G.P. We started to branch off. I got a lot of videos I can give y'all where we were feeding the homeless and doing all kind of shit. And then we started seeing the undermining shit on our same blocks or in areas that we were assisting. We started to look around and see they got other people in uniform on our corners and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? We done came up here and talked to all of these companies and got these people to be. We had Checkers, Pizza Hut on County Road. They was taking donations and letting us use the facility every Wednesday. You know, we all up and down Glenwood. We got people that letting us sit in their parking lots to disperse water. So we started seeing them putting different people in positions. So we went to another meeting and questioned that. First of all, we're not even affiliated with y'all. And y'all wasn't even working Decatur. Y'all some limited ass conscious community West End Negroes. Why y'all over here? So we started to see certain things. So when all of that stuff happened, we separated. We started doing our own thing. Next thing I know, Malik and Crystal, I don't know what the hell was going on with that, but something popped up. I call her the wishbone tree. Cause I can't stand her. Anytime you use your legs to get your members in the organization, and then when you get them in there, you smash these brothers and you disrespectful, you ain't nothing but a revolutionary whore, according to what Kathleen Cleaver and all of these people referenced back in the day. She comes in. This is where the next split comes. Her and Malik arguing. Malik feels like he wants to martial law some shit. In between that martial law, let me go back. Bobby Seals came down here to teach us some stuff. Disrespectfully, the wishbone trick threw a newspaper in his face.
Dang.
Oh yeah, she threw. We was invited to the 50th anniversary. They was trying to teach us and telling us that this is why we went a certain way, and the government, that ain't what we need to be dealing with. We was wrong when we were saying that. He was really speaking some powerful stuff, and although we know Bobby Seals wasn't fucking right, we already know the story with that, but at least he was man enough to come and admit his wrongs and also try to teach us, and she threw a damn newspaper in his face.
Oh, shit.
So we was getting ready to argue. I mean, this shit was about to turn into a serious fight. And Kalungi, he knows me very well. Ross Marvin, I know all of them.
Shout out to Kalungi.
Yeah, because I used to go feed with him. I used to go feed with Kalungi with LTV. Kalungi was also the person who, and a couple of other people, Ross Marvin, we all put together a march for Troy Davis. We had the Trayvon Martin case. We had Alfred Rice case. I was on 89.3 with Angelique Allen. I got all of these parents and family members together to get interviewed, and so-called Black Lawyers for Justice was supposed to help these families. They did absolutely nothing. Not a damn thing. Crystal, I'm going to find those shows. She was very disrespectful to the family members, and all you motherfuckers going to do is sell out and take the money, and Malik over here trying to manipulate these people out of money because he a Black lawyer. You motherfucker, you only an accidental attorney. You are you registered in Washington. What the fuck can you do for our people down here in Florida or Georgia or any goddamn where?
But you see, that's kind of like the hustle in a sense. And what I mean when I say that's the hustle, meaning like, people don't even understand that little factor right there. That what's he going like? Then too, what has he done? And this is bigger than Malik, but he's such a so-called big figure or whatever. But I go back a little bit ways, and when I started to kind of see that his character was shady, that I was new, and I was rolling with this group called the Panther for Justice. It was kind of like what you did. It branched off, and I was here, and of course, remember the headquarters was here in Atlanta, so I was supposed to be working with Malik, and so this is when they had the radio show, and at the time there were two. I was on the way to it wasn't the Expo Center, but I came across two elderly women, and they were getting harassed and mistreated in their high rise. And I reach out and tell this guy, and this was on a radio show. He's promoting Danny Glover, and he's telling me come through and listen to the show. Who gives about Danny Glover at this moment? So that's when I started to see that, like, and then a lot of times it's just ideology. Nobody really has direction. Everybody it's a lot of ego. It's a lot of like that. And it's good that when people split, groups like yours is created that really focuses in on what the people need. Because that's the NIGGA stuff that we always get. Everybody gonna start a group, but nobody has. And I know you said Yanga. I'm cordial with Yanga, but I dealt with him like I taught a couple of his brothers would come to my learning center or to my classes. And that's what we need. And I'd be really interested.
Where was that? What year was that?
This was what, 2017-ish?
Oh yeah, because we were
2018.
still working together. He was my chairman. I'm listening
Yeah.
to you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I know a couple of things too, and we probably have to really talk offline. But I want to focus on because in that, back to that drastic change, what do you feel that we need to kind of start to get things focused in this R.B.G, quote unquote Panther, whatever this community is? What do you think needs to be the focal point I always like to start with the youth, because if we don't deal with them, it's checkmate. But where do you think, and we ain't got to give it all, but where do you think some things we could kind of start to turn it around, as far as I always like to say consequences for a lot of things. What should we focus on building, from your opinion?
I'm gonna say I got maybe 3 or 4 things I want to touch on. The first thing, telling the truth.
Facts.
How the fuck are we educators and we still acting like scholars? A lot of people use that scholarship shit. I ain't in college. I don't need nobody else to pay. The way we master teachers, we have dug into religions. We have dug into the governmental system. We know all of the things just about techniques that they're using, because with these people, they give them too much credit. History don't do nothing but repeat it damn self. And I'm going to tell you why, because none of this shit has never been cleaned up. We just pick up the lies and we keep running with them. That's the first thing. Secondary, even before dealing with the youth, we got to have some type of military.
Right.
We got to have security, because as soon as we start dealing with ours the way we want to, as soon as we start educating them the way that we want to, we should expect infiltration. So we don't have no security. That's the children not even gonna listen. They ain't trying to hear that. You got gangs out here packing more damn AKs and grenades and all kind of shit. And you got these niggas out here with BB guns and shit. Paint guns and shit. Flexing on camera like they really doing some damn self-defense. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but anytime anybody is put in a position where they got to protect their damn self, we understand about self-defense. I think we all do. But we don't look at defense as a whole. Third, resources. You can't have no military. Children don't want to talk. You ain't got no peanut butter, no junk, bro. You ain't got no Skittles. You ain't got something up in here because I'm hungry. Food, resources, water, some land, places where we can actually go and seclude ourselves away from not only the white man and the system, but we got some Sambo cooning ass Negroes out here too. We can't let them know what we doing. So until we realize that's the fourth thing I want to touch, we can't unite with every damn body. All our skin folks ain't our kin folks. Obama, I use for an example, was one of the biggest tricks in America. We got a black president. Now you got a damn Arab. They made these armies when they invaded Somalia and all of these places to look like us, so we don't question anything, because ain't no pale faces coming in none of our communities. And I'm looking at the 4 brothers on my panel talking that nigger shit or hanging nobody in 2021. It's going all the way down. So they had to create a military that they only have one purpose, and that's to infiltrate us and destroy us. So stop thinking we can unite with everybody. Resources, security, and then we can make some major changes. They respect security. That's what we respect. This is what all our people follow. When the white man come out and they got their gorilla goon android police officers that look like us, they done brought from damn Iraq some damn where and they forming these armies against us because our strength is what they scared of. And one more thing I want to touch, these damn sisters. I love my sisters. But all the damn caking and romanticizing and waiting on Jesus and, all of this stuff, You can have your religion and do whatever you do. But we got one common thing in that we got to fight against: the color of our skin and the damn enemies. I tell everybody, when you look at Allah, when you look at God and all these, they were killers. People read them books different. They were killers. All of God homeboys, Moses, Satan, all of them, they were killers. He met all of them taking somebody out the game, because if you ain't got no heart to do that, how the hell you gonna go over here and tell them to let my people go? So those are just some of the things I feel that we should touch on and deal with. Because without religion and without the differences of backgrounds, I'm going to say, what do we have to fight against? What do we have to argue about? What stops unity?
But it's only that. It's only that belief. We are fighting over the scraps that was given to us. First of all, it was ours originally. Then it was colonized, taken, repackaged. I don't care which way you give it to me, Islam, Judaism, Christianity, you can give me either one. And they all gonna turn out the same. But what we have, I mean, you said a lot, you touched on a lot. I think some of the things that we have to really understand is like, and then even people going left with this, but understanding the spirit, understanding like good character. Understanding how you know the essence of, like you said, treating people right, not taking money and funds. And we could, like I always say, I call names on here. Like, so when we're looking at ideologies and we're looking at people like Umar Johnson, who continues to pimp the people and never build one thing when we would need to educate, when we need tons of educational systems. We don't need just one school. I think, and also what you say, we need to stop waiting on this one savior. This one man school it's like something like symbolic. He kind of understood the symbolicness. Like when, you know, in a sense, what the Black Star Line.
OBASI. Hey man, I'll be talking about my school, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, you know it's true. We got to come with what's the real nowadays. We can't keep letting people just slide and play around with things. They play around with Pan-Africanism when they don't understand the realness of what it really takes. Like what she pointed out, if we can't make certain executions and do certain things, we ain't gonna never see liberation. I don't care how many books we read. And so that's why I always say, because when we look at a lot of this stuff, there's no end goal. What is the end goal?
We don't have one.
Don't have one. Like, shouldn't that be but shouldn't we have one though, bro?
We do, man. It's gonna take a lot of work, a lot of preparation. And one thing she mentioned is about the youth. As long as we keep on the commerce side,
right, having
the kids born under the Corporation of the United States of America, they can come in and take the kids whenever they want to. That's the target. Right. You know, because once you sign that birth certificate, you know, I don't care what nobody say, conspiracy theories or whatever, it has something to do with that person and something to do with the fictitious person as well. So that's one thing we have to look at and deal with. Another thing she mentioned is being private.
I agree with what he just said.
Being private. You know, we have to be private in order for the continuation of the Black conclusion to have its effect. I'm gonna say it again. In order for the continuation, because it's gonna be a process of the Black conclusion. That means until we actually get this thing together, you know, and the main thing is, I mean, like United States of America, man, they respect armies. We don't have an army. We're not unified. We're not unified, and therefore, you know, we have lost the game of technology. We was ranking top 3 as far as technology, dealing with the youth, as far as a young Black man, I mean, a young Black boy and a young Black girl was, you know, deemed to be the smartest. But we have lost that, you know what I'm saying? We have lost the engineering effect, you know, of us being engineers and us being creators and manifestors, even in their so-called school of thought, or their school of their training, because that's what it is, training, you know. But it's a lot need to take place. I know we have spoke about it several times, but it's a process. The main thing is for the ones who do have certain organizations put together, we definitely need to start meeting and trying to set our differences aside as Black people, and trying to see what can we do to make things better. That's number one. You know, until then, we're still going to be debating. It's still going to be this group against this group, and it's like it's no more than Western European religion groups. You know, you got Baptists, you got Christianity, Presbyterian, and you got so many different chapters in Christianity, and they be screaming, "My pastor preached the best. My pastor preached the best." So it's a lot of confusion everywhere, and we really gotta, for the groups who are for the people, for the groups who do have a strong character, who has a strong code, who's in the public, in the representing for the people, who has the people's best interests at heart. When y'all need to meet, form some type of community trust. It don't have to be a religious trust. It would have to be a community, because everybody's from different schools of thought. So we can't be like a religious trust, because everybody's not going to agree to that. So it would have to be some form of a community trust, and we will have to initiate the educational platform of us dealing with Africa, which might knock out some groups, because some don't want to deal with that. You know, you got the Hebrews, they're not gonna deal with that. You have the Moors, they're not gonna deal with that. So we have to just pretty much, man, put something together up under a trust, because trust law is before United States law. Remember that. I tell you guys that all the time. Trust law is before United States law. And once we have a trust form, we can have our own bylaws and we can move as such. But until we do that, man, we are just some very, very unscripted people, man. And I hate to say it, the white man has conquered the whole known world.
I want to add something to that. I'm one of the ones that's big on terminology. Black was given to us.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't expect everybody to have, like you said, the same ideology. I don't agree with putting us in a collective box. Even when we was in the villages before it was renamed Africa, we were different tribes. And although those tribes worship different things, it was just like gang banging. You had the Fulanis, you had the Mandinkas, you had the Ashantis, you had all of these different people. But when they realized they had to come together, some of them, because we know some of them were sellout tribes, but when they had to come together for a common cause of getting rid of not even just the pale faces, I think I'm not going to say shouldn't focus on white supremacy, but we have to go back in history. It was our own people, whether we were criminals or anything, they sold us first. And that's the same thing that's going on now. Convict leasing. Our own people came up with these things. We had some sellout sambos. Until we clean up our own communities, we are not even addressing white supremacy, because in 2021, it has turned into Black supremacy. I'm in Atlanta, just like, maybe some of you guys are. All I see is the Black pig whooping my ass. I see the Black pig in the courtroom. I see the Blacks that are the mayors and governors. People used to believe in this spook behind the door, get on the inside and you'll make a difference on the outside. Bullshit, because they have oaths. They have all type of documents behind the scenes that when these niggers, and I use these terms for a reason, never ignorant getting goal accomplished niggas. That's us. Yeah. But when them house niggas get in there, that's all they wanted. We can go back and look at all of these coons from Martin Luther King, or shall we call him Michael King, who was in love with a white woman. And we had two movements going on. You had the civil rights movements for the coons, because they wanted to integrate. And you had the Black Power movement over here with Stokely Carmichael saying, forget that shit. It's about militancy or nothing. Because there's no revolution without bloodshed. So when we look at all of these different things, why the hell first are we still asking for our shit back? You know, if I'm playing a game of chess with one of you brothers, and my most powerful piece is my queen. Just because you took my queen, Brother KENWARDO, and I'm begging for it back, you ain't giving me, this is the game. Life is a game of chess. We at war, and it's the blacks against the whites, and now then you get some blacks that get over there, and they coon the fuck out. So if they didn't ask for none of our stuff, and they took everything that we got, all we have to realize is we already free people. We just got to be freed in the mind. The chains in the mind is what's keeping us that way. That's why I say so much about religion and stuff like that, because they wouldn't have created these things. The Arabs, the Jews, everything that we get, even if our people say, well, we were doing it first, it has been redefined by the enemy. And millions of my people is now following all of this stuff. And they have these mentalities of where they come from with these backgrounds, and they're enforcing it on my people. So I go in on a lot of that stuff until we free the minds of the people from all of the manipulating tactics. If you want to be a Muslim and all of that, tell the truth about the Hadith. Let them know Muhammad was a slaveholder. Stop playing games. Quit telling them Muhammad's a fucking black man. He's not, he's an Arab. Tell the truth about the Hebrews. Y'all motherfuckers Arabs, Jews, or Arab Jews. I don't know what you mixed up with. None of those books, none of those things, even when they give them to us, identifies us. They said the book of the Jews. Now we're going to be the original black Jew. I'm not being funny. I don't believe in everything was black at first theory. I don't believe that. People can say what they want to, but that's not how I look at things, because these people that we dealing with, they act like straight animals. They cannibals. They do all kind of crazy shit. Violence is the key. Our people wasn't like that. So even if we go out here and tell people that everything was black, then who the hell did they learn from? We got to separate ourselves from certain. I'm sorry.
No, okay, no, finish up. You do your thing.
I just want to say we got to separate ourselves from a lot of things as a whole, you know, integration versus separation. Because a lot of people say, well, I even say this though, even in segregation. Did we not want to just build our own shit, or was it a lot of niggas that just wanted to be with Malcolm? They got so used to the praying. They got so used to the cotton picking and shit. They got so used to being the bed witches and the house niggas. Because we had places like, you know what I'm saying, Mount Bayou, Black Wall Street. But one nigga who wanted to be with the white man fucked it all up. We had Tuskegee Institute before the invasion, before Booker T. Washington sold us out. If we just gonna keep pushing all of these phony ass these leading blacks, because they're not black leaders. These are fucking leading blacks. And we're not teaching our people about these people. We just psychologically giving them another mind fuck. Even if we dealing with people like Martin Luther King, he didn't even believe in power to black people. What the hell? Michael King wanted to be over there with Mose, his white girlfriend. He didn't give a damn about it. He told Stokely Carmichael, that's why Stokely Carmichael left and stopped dealing with SNCC and all of that shit. And started the Black Power movement because he realized we were already civil. Dogs, billy clubs, water hoses, massa, big mama beating the shit out you because she don't want you to get amputated or killed, castrated. We had civil. We was already civil. What was the rights to make the same decisions? I don't even want equality, because equal means that you can still infiltrate what the hell I'm trying to do. I don't want to be equal to you people. I want to be separate and able to make my own decisions.
Right.
And that's something that we all have gotten away from. A bunch of our people have turned into a bunch of cooning, Sambo ass Uncle Tom reformers. And there's 3 different terms for that. Coons who just don't give a damn, Uncle Toms who too soft to do shit, and Sambos who will chop your head off a mouse. They all right there in the category. And when we look around these governments and even in these organizations like Malik Zulu Shabazz, and a lot of people might not like what I said, but we're going to roll it all the way back to Elijah and shit. Because anytime you can bloodshed your own brother and you ain't killed no white men, hypothetically, because you know how they try to twist our terminology, or you ain't stood for what's right for your people, you ain't nothing but a sellout to me. And most of these black men and the women that are in these positions, from Rosa Parks' fake ass, because she wasn't the first sister, it was a 15-year-old, but she was too dark. She was too dark. And she was pregnant. Oh, it's a humiliation to black people. What the fuck? That would have actually been something that we were supposed to pay attention to. So if we looked at everything that's in front of us, and they handpicked token Negroes have staged a lie and a fake life for us, until we separate from all of that, we ain't gonna ever get anywhere. Like African, and I'm gonna end with this. I have a problem with Africa because we all know the invasion of my people. What happened to Kush? What happened to Akibalon? What happened to all of these different places that was there? The Niger Valley, all the shit that was there on the continent before the invasion. I'm not gonna sit here and call myself my fucking oppressor's name. What village or tribe did I come from? Who were these people? We got tribes that are extinct right now because nobody's rejuvenating the history of who they really were and where we really descend from. So I just got a big problem with freeing the minds of the people. Then when you free the mind, they're gonna be ready to do whatever.
Well, you know, that you unloaded a lot.
Before you say that, OBASI, before you say that, the girl name was Claudette Colvin. The girl before Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks, yeah, Claudette Colvin, yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You got it.
That's why I'm a big proponent of, again, I bring it back to two factors we are missing: education and economics. Those are two of the 9 areas of activity where we are dominating. And I think in a lot of this, because it's a lot, like we have to go back and stop being YouTube educated and just randomly educated. And we go back and we study our real scholars to understand us as Africans. You know, to study the John Henry Clarks, to study the Amos Wilsons. And these should be things people we should be writing down. We should be writing down. You trying to hang on one second. These are things we should be like really writing down, because it's like we have to really hang on, let that go. Internet. Okay, there we go. So much, because a lot of times what we do is we blame our people, but I don't think we really understand the conditioning that, you know, the conditioning that has been put on us as a people. Whether if we look at it now, the one thing I always talk about is how we are socially engineered. And a lot of times when we grow up, no matter, like I said, if it's in these 3 main fields, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, we can never liberate people with our oppressor's religion. So like when you touched on Elijah Muhammad, I agree with you 1000%, but it's under the guise of religion, because we got to realize when Constantine and all of these guys are forming Christianity, it's bloodshed. It's get down and lay down. So we take on our teachers' mentality. So when we teach this and we teach it the wrong way and we take it to heart, whether we try to Africanize it or not, it came from our oppressor. But what we have to really understand is like to really study, because we have to liberate our minds from a lot of things. We have to like really shed our minds of how we view history, because a lot of times we blame our people, but it's that white savagery. It's that white savagery that made them do that. You know, because we still going through this to today. We're too kind, we're too loving, we're too forgiving. The same thing that got us enslaved. They didn't know. They didn't have YouTube to tell us. They were the first ones to encounter these beasts. So we got to know that this was a slow process. We got to know how conniving these devils is. That's why I don't deal with them, because they will come to you just like right now. So when I look at a lot of these groups and I see pictures and I see people that they are close to Europeans or they just close buddy with white people, I understand we ain't gonna go nowhere. And that even go for Huey Newton. That go for Bobby Seale because they were under Marxism, Leninism, Trotsky. Nobody understood they African, that we got two worldviews. We have an African worldview and we got a European worldview. So when we study, we see things through our African eyes and it's like a different lens. And then we know the right ones because, sister, you genuine and you speak with such force and you ain't afraid to tell the truth. We got a lot of brothers that won't open their mouth and say truth and they know dirty stuff going on. So I think instead of like what we have to do is when we find people like this, we jail together even more. Because like Malcolm said, if we debate what we think about black, if we debate what we think about Kemet, it's gonna be the same thing as religion. We need to be focusing on how we gonna push up when our children are being murdered in the street. How we gonna push up on this vaccine? We got Negro leaders talking about take the vaccine. We got people running around talking about showing their vaccination card. So we got to put this thing in real time and say, how do we stop the bleeding now? Before we be the ancestors that the youth are talking about that we continue to sell it into the slavery. That makes sense what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I think the main thing to try to stop, we have to come together as a collective whole. The machine is not going to stop, man. The machine is steady running. And actually, it has been different pieces added to this monopoly board to keep the machine going even longer.
So I'm not gonna say. When you say, bro, explain. When you say come together, what would come together look like to you, bro?
Man, that's a horrible man.
Listen, in the process of what coming together, man, we gonna get the good, the bad, and the ugly. True.
We gotta get that. In order to weed them out, so we can move forward. So we're gonna get the good, the bad, and the ugly. Then there starts the process. You know, we have to really set our differences aside for the one common goal, and that is liberation for all of us.
I'm so sorry, brother. I don't mean to cut you out, but I don't believe in that setting differences aside shit. Because if we keep doing that, we just gonna be a bunch of damn reformed Negroes right back to the same freaking system that we're already in. These Negroes are sellouts. How do you uniform yourself with that? These niggas will feed us to the dogs. So unless you sift out the bullshit in your own communities and get rid of the sellout Sambo Negroes, like I stated, this unity thing that you're talking about is gonna be a dead end. Because when we get all the niggas together, let's just say today, Biden, because that's what I call him, Biden, tells all the niggas, we gonna let you have Atlanta, we gonna let you have Georgia, and we gonna get the hell on. We gonna have to kill some niggas.
I mean, yeah, it's
we gonna have to kill some niggas.
Listen. I'm making it sound pretty, but it ain't pretty.
But it can't be pretty. We can't keep romanticizing shit. We gotta be real.
There are always gonna be casualties of war as you read Art of War. I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
the first casualty of war, and I'm gonna be quiet after this, and all of my black people have is loving every goddamn body.
Yeah, that's
because of the way we look. I don't love everybody. When I see a sellout, a coon, a Sambo, a bed wench, somebody out here swirling and shit, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Right.
They cannot be beneficial to my people if one part of your damn brain, if you're a fucking Oreo. That's the term that I use. Black on the outside and white on the damn inside. And we got a whole bunch of Oreo cookies out here today.
We call them cracker blacks.
Yeah. Well, let me say this. Let me say this. I know I say we should unify together and set our differences aside and come together for the common goal. So let's say we forget that process and we take the ones who are strong and we form our own unified community. Would that be best, sister?
I had to come off mute. Let me say this. Let me tell you what I found. When I was in these organizations, I'm gonna say I was being hidden. When I was dealing with the NBPP and all of this shit, falling in line, and then I go over here to BLM with Brother Najee, and I was being hidden. Nobody would have a damn thing to do with me because you are what the fuck you hang with, right? But when I separated myself and started doing my own work, people just like y'all, good brothers, good sisters, we came together naturally.
Right.
That's true.
You don't have to naturalize people who understand that we want to go to war about some shit. You gonna sniff it. It's gonna come out. Right. But when you got a whole bunch of, when you got 100,000 goddamn sound bones and you got 5 people like us hiding in them sound bones, we real hard to find.
Right. Yeah.
We all out here.
So I kind of want to catch Brother Knowledge back, and I feel you with it because if you go back and look at a lot of these shows, I'm saying the same thing about that's the thing that we keep trying to unite with people that's just not it. But I'm gonna drop it to you like this, sister. That with the putting the difference to the sides, that's for people like us, this 5 on this panel. Because all of us got different views in one way or another, but you're a real one. So none of us are gonna think 100% the same, everything. We gonna have differences, but I can't let my difference destroy my bond with what be a genuine sister or a genuine brothers, because we have differences of opinion. But all of that collectively, it's not gonna work. We've been trying to do it forever and forever. So I think what it is that because good things are hidden, you know, it's scarce. It's not a lot of this. It's not a lot of us. Because if it would, we wouldn't have people representing black TV. We wouldn't have more Candace Owens than we have. I don't
look at differences in opinions because we different tribes. See, this is the thing.
Exactly.
Let me say this. I don't look at differences in opinions. That's just like if you Mandinka, I'm Zulu, he Kenyan. I don't look at that because that ain't the fucking common goal. However you run your troops, see what the problem is, everybody want to be in one position. The leader.
Right.
That's the problem.
Right.
The Hebrew want to tell somebody, the Muslim, I don't give a damn about none of that. We all fighting the same fucking war. I'm on some Sun Tzu shit. Sun Tzu went in there and had to train some giggling ass women. And they thought he couldn't do it. It might not have been the right method in their eye. They all had a difference in opinion too, but they was hopping around and giggling until he chopped their fucking heads off. So when you got your tribes and your troops ready to move, we ain't got time to worry about no damn differences.
See, but look, check this out. Why be Sun Tzu when you could be Aunt Toya? You see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because Aunt Toya ain't gonna do nothing but wait on Jesus and God. And
no. See, that's what I'm saying. No.
Let me finish my answer. Let me finish my answer. I ain't got time for the sanctified praying people. That's what they gonna do. They gonna tell you to wait on Jesus.
Not that one, sister.
They gonna tell you. I'm using this as an example because most of the Aunt Tanyas and shit like that, they got their Bible in their damn hand. I ain't trying to hear it. I'd rather be Sun Tzu. If my troops get out of line, just like the United States military, just like the Korean military, just like the Japanese military, when one of them fuck up, they get blowed up. I don't give a damn if you got to put a whole bunch of bombs on their ass and they go and do it in the name of fucking Allah. They gonna blow some shit up. Why we always got to be the sympathizers? That's my question. Why do black people always have to be the damn sympathizers when we got the worst part of this damn government, the worst part of this fucking history, and the worst conditions that we can ever be in, and everybody want to be motherfucking Auntie Toya with the Bible and the Quran, and it doesn't make sense because they mean the same thing. They mean the same thing.
Sister. I was saying that because Aunt Toya is the one that she's the Haitian ancestor that trained Dessalines to kill all those Europeans. That
don't get mad at me. She was still with the damn book. They were still with the Christian shit. This is what I'm saying. I'm tired of people talking about the Haitian Revolution won because of voodoo. They were still praying the song. They still went out there and waited on Jesus, and all they shit got fucked up before they finally decided to fight. What pushed that part of Aunt Toya? When she put all that rhetoric down, stopped following all of that bullshit and realized Jesus ain't finna ride down the street and give me no damn blessings and a G. God was a killer.
And that's the simple thing, sister. That's what I'm saying. To get to a point where we train warriors to do what they need to do. That's what I'm saying.
Stop
to get to the point. Because that's why I bring it back to the youth. We got to train these little homies the right way because they don't.
We got to train them. We just got to acknowledge
they're being taught by the black misleadership.
I don't mean to cut you out, but that's bullshit. We ain't got to train them. The young homies killing more people than we is.
Yeah, but look, they don't even know who the enemy is. They killing whatever.
What the fuck they do? We just might not know it. It's some sellout niggas out here. Let me say this. Now, do I advocate black on black crime? No, I don't. Do I advocate that we should just go out here and just fuck everybody up? No, I don't. But some of these gang members and some of these people that's out here, these young people, no disrespect, if they killing their parents, how many times they got the fuck beat up before somebody saved them? If they killing the police, how many of our niggas they done kill? Why we always gotta be the ones to sympathize about something? These young brothers are ready. Just like when I brought in 46, hold on, to the NBPP. I brought in 46 gang members. 46 from Bloods, the Crips, to GDs, the Vice Lord. You know what these motherfuckers did? They let some of them get killed. They didn't teach them a damn thing. They left the gang who loved them so much, who gave them food, who gave them some type of way of protection for to come to the NBPP just to not get a damn thing. One of my boys is doing 25 years in prison because he left the organization and started back robbing. Another brother is out here drinking. My brother dead. So unless we got something to stand on for real, these boys is ready. These girls are ready. But if you ain't even a military your damn self, you ain't in no position to be talking about who's ready and who's positioned to fight and who's not. And that's just something I wanted to add. And we look at our youth as if they out of control. All they want to do is gang bang. They own the dough. They own this. But unless we gonna go gang bang on CBS, unless we go gang bang on Walgreens for giving them the motherfucking Percocets, don't be telling me shit about what the fuck they own. And I don't see nobody, no niggas, standing in front of CVS, standing in front of the goddamn Walgreens, telling them to quit pushing dope in our community. Oh, it was wrong for us when Iran-Contra was here. It was wrong for us that they caused a fucking war on drugs and they incarcerate my brothers with bullshit charges that we shouldn't even have anyway because they brought it over here. But now that they pushing the dope in our veins with Oxycontin, Percocet, and all of this shit, ain't nobody gang banging on CBS. Well, don't say shit about the GDs because they ain't selling nothing but baking soda. I ain't been no Guala dope on the street since the goddamn early 90s. And I know because I was all in that shit. You don't see no butter. You don't see no black magic. You don't see that shit there. You don't see no reefer. You seeing shit that's fucking up our minds, chemically imbalancing everybody. So unless you're going to go gang bang on the motherfuckers who bringing it over here, you can't sit there and say how out of control of what our children are not ready to do. They tired. That's why it's more killing now. That's why they acting a fool. Look at Brother Ozone. As they say, allegedly, bust the motherfucking police. But who the fuck is there for Ozone right now? His own people, Grandmaster J and the NBPP, instead of protecting that soldier like the Black Liberation Army and the Panthers did, these motherfuckers sold them out for $250K. Pay attention to that. So why would I bring my gang members like I did? I will show you, I'm gonna send y'all a video of my brother, which was the head of the GDs, brought his whole organization in this shit. Just to watch niggas get killed, watch them be hungry. And niggas in their face talking about getting fucking line, comrade. In line for what? To be the next nigga dead? So they ready, but what we gonna bring them to? I could bring you a whole army right now. But what we gonna do? Go out there and goddamn practice war with some paint guns, BB guns. You gonna have a wishbone trick like Crystal, hands up, don't motherfucking shoot, while the troops on the ground getting the shit beat out of. We gonna have Malik having a gang summit. And he ain't submitted shit to help the people. I'm just trying to figure out what we gonna do when we bring them to you.
And that's that end goal. See, that's what, and that's exactly what it is. We don't. That's why the cycle continues, because, like you said, you brought all of them in for nothing, for ideology. You know, so and that's the importance. I'm gonna bring it back to us. That's the importance of ones like us, because, like I said, the stuff is found in scarcity. See, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them over there that's committed to doing nothing. All chiefs. No Indians, no Africans, no nothing. Everybody want to tell everybody what to do, but it ain't nothing like you said. You can't tell a little homie come off the street if he hungry and you ain't got no what you gonna feed him. So I think that's what we need to really, like, when we say organize, start small. Start small, like what we do.
I agree. And you know, like when I had my troops, we went out, we believed in free. Anything free is a commodity or a resource. I had them breaking down televisions by the thousands, getting gold and silver and aluminum out those televisions, teaching them how to make their own currency. Because see, this fiat currency, what we chase, it ain't gonna get us nowhere anyway. If we corner the market, if we got a bunch of sisters that actually get food stamps and stuff like that, if they is, come up with a strategic method on how to get stuff. Take everybody to one Kroger's, buy all their motherfucking resources and sit on it. See what pisses me off, because when Donna Slump told everybody to stay in the house because they got COVID out, you can't go to your job. If we catch any niggers on the street, which that was just a test for martial law, we gonna lock your ass up. Niggas didn't come out the house. They was somewhere fleeched. And the government failed, though. That's the main thing I want you to look at. This motherfucker went bankrupt in 2 days. They said it was weeks. That's a damn lie. Niggas, we was smart. Oh, for real? They finna run out of tissue. Hold the fuck up. To the point where niggas start going in the damn MARTA station, they stealing tissue. We was fucking up their inventory. They started realizing, wait a minute, these niggas in the house too long, they got all the shit. They done bought up everything. We can't even get no food over here. Cause we was smart. We bought shit and sat down where we just do that for about a week or two. See, 3 months wasn't nothing because they manipulated ways. They still kept their restaurants open. They big businesses open. They still had black people going through shit, taking a chance on their life. They still had us out here working for the pennies on the dollar. See, they believe in us picking cotton by any means necessary. But had we just used our head and took all that government money and turned it back into resources, because you know you had folk buy diamond watches and shit.
Right.
Even if, you know, hypothetically, because you know we buy their life. They took some shit, so is it scamming or are we taking? So if they took some shit and you got millions of dollars, you mean to tell me you didn't buy nothing but a Rolex?
Right.
You didn't go buy up everything in motherfucking Kroger's. You didn't give them their fiat currency back, how they manipulated us. They took all our gold and gave us the paper. Well, why we don't take everything that's gold to them, this oil, this gas, this food, if they giving us the fiat currency, use it to mind manipulate them. They inflation gonna kill them. But we get them dollars back for the resources. That's not what we do. We give back for a pair of Air Jordans. Yep,
they ate one right back.
We give back for the game. We just need that pressure. Grow your own shit. I had somebody tell me what I look like going back swinging out trees and growing tomatoes. Well, them goddamn Africans and the Mexicans and the white folks was thinking like that. They wouldn't be able to sell us no goddamn food. Now what? Most of our people got rich off of crops. Cause you ain't gonna never, I ain't never seen nobody who ain't gonna want to eat. That's the best business I can see going into. Food, crops, cattle, that type of stuff. I teach people about homestead. Take some land. I teach people about adverse possession. They think it's squat. No, they got these laws written for the white man to come take our shit. Why we can't go take some shit like that? Nigga too busy worried about his damn fuck you score, which I call it the FICA score. That's what they look at it, but I call it the fuck you score. Because they, as soon as they see nigga behind your name, your information flag, just like the brother said, the birth certificate, the social security card, we might be owned in Canada some damn well. We still foreign to their country. And as soon as they can ship us out to their rightful owners, we the fuck up out of here. Unless we do something else. The CUPS number, the social security number, the birth certificate, all of that shit is a one-way contract to these folks. We got to drop all the way off the grid, but we can't do that until we take all our shit back.
Right.
And they ain't got us there running them machines, pushing them buttons. And yeah, they create machines now, but we smart. Real troopers that know about these type of things, they got so much shit going on with the power and the climate and shit, all that shit gonna fail. If the lights cut off when we have a bad storm, or when it get too cold, what the hell make you think it ain't gonna cut off if they keep on putting all this shit on the grid? So all we got to do is get our shit and get out the way. Let them kill each other. They've been fighting over the slaves for years. The Confederates and the damn Yankees. They used us as a pawn, but they've been fighting. What I hate is when our niggas get in the middle and try to save them and save fucking America. This is a fucking corporation.
Right, right.
This ain't no damn country. This ain't no country. This ain't nothing we can stand on. So if this is a corporation, let them destroy themselves and we rebuild and construct our own corporations and, or I say council. Because I don't feel like none of my folk got to be governed. If we all got enough food, clothing, shelter, our husbands and wives and children are straight, we ain't coming out the damn house. We don't want to fight. You want your gas? The children got their noodles or whatever the hell you feed them. Wifey looking cute, she scraped the lights on. We don't want to be bothered. So you ain't gonna tell me that we are the most violent people. We have been forced and pushed to that. And this is one reason why we don't get no respect. Because when you have people like Down by Law, because I was in Down by Law, we had the stray cats, the 5%ers and shit. The white folk was scared to come in. They wouldn't even come in East Lake Meadows. Shirley Franklin said, hell no. Them niggas over there on the roof with guns. And we not going down there. Now they will put on the news that it's a bunch of killing. That's not what was going on. We all protected each other. Even when the missing and murdered children came. Look at how black people came together. You ain't coming in our community with that bullshit. They won't let us police and actually control our own, because if we did, we wouldn't have so many children dead. The prison systems definitely wouldn't be full. None of these things that we're dealing with now will be going on. Everybody is a criminal. We was born that way. Abolish slavery with the 13th Amendment, that's bullshit. Because everybody been in jail and they came in contact with the court system. If it ain't nothing but a traffic ticket, some type of debt, college, it's something that's going to lead you back to that white man. And then you're going to be under a lifetime of surveillance. So I just wanted to say that, like, what do we get out of still supporting all of the things that was created and given to us by this government that they critiqued and designed to destroy all of my people? What can we do with any of that? I'm not a reformer. I'm a revolutionary. Damn anything they got going on. Even the food. They killing us. Even if you want to drink milk, get your own damn cows. Let them be grass-fed. Let them be organic. We can't tell you what the fuck to eat there. You can't tell a hungry man he ain't gonna eat no ham sandwich. All I'm saying is just make sure you know where it came from. That's all we saying. All this vegan stuff. I don't know what people eat lettuce. But no disrespect, I see strong brothers on this pallet. Real strong brothers. So somewhere you're drinking some almond milk or something. Because you know what you're intaking. It keeps you strong. You know what to eat. So you can't tell a person not to eat no pig when all they got is a pork or a ham sandwich. That's why we ate guts, like Malcolm said. That's all they were giving us. But at the same time, if we don't control that pig, or we don't control that lamb we eat, they shoot AIDS and herpes and all kind of shit in the meat.
Yeah, they do. It's crazy, man. Yeah. But I be telling people that I say, man, the thing about Mansa Musa, how he became a billionaire, he controlled his resources. He controlled every element of the resource that he had. We're not even on the international commerce board. We don't produce nothing. Nothing. Not one thing. You know, it's bad because everything they use in the Western world come from us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right about that, sister.
Ooh, that was fire.
Oh,
yeah. She fire ready, man.
I am you, Miss Nandi. Just want to throw that out there.
Right.
No, that's right.
Thank you. I didn't get the brother's name. I know KENWARDO. I didn't get y'all the other two names.
Well, I'm Rebel. My name is Rebel.
Rebel. Okay.
And
My name, Knowledge Born 7.
Knowledge Born 7. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was OBASI, brother OBASI.
Yeah, brother OBASI.
Got off the feed.
Okay.
His internet messing up.
Nah, you good. But nah, the real thing is, I love what she was saying. We way too in the system. You could simplify it to the fact that more than half of these Black Power so-called revolutionaries are still Christian.
They are.
So God, you can make God black all you want, but that aura of thought still leads you never to kill the white man. You will never kill the white man.
Yeah.
Under these methods of provisions, because God is supposed to be the highest level, right? So if your God is telling you to love everybody and turn the other fucking cheek, that's what you're gonna do.
Right.
So now they infiltrated. That's why I don't really be around, because I already know these things. My point is, the white man is still, the white man, to me, this is the first time the white man is actually near the Black community. Because niggas is what?
Right.
Minded.
They be real nice to them, especially in the West End. When they be out running and jogging. I mean, they be, I be sending them in white daughters like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Now, if it was the other way around, let's say Becky got the smoothie shop. She gonna look at you up and down, left and right. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you in here?
Yeah, we open them with open arms and everything, and it is what it is, though, man. But when I be in the West End, I be crucial, man. I be letting them see, man, I don't want you here. Facts.
I used to bang on white people when they were still in Brooklyn. I used to just be getting at them all day. But my point is, how do we fix this? With Instagram, Facebook, Netflix, vegan restaurants. What I'm trying to say is, these blacks, when Khaled was rocking, we weren't with the white man. We ain't fuck with the white clown. We ain't fuck with the white world shit. So I think right now we have way too much of the system in us to give it up. It's kind of like you get to go to McDonald's. You're not giving that shit up. You in Disney World. You're not going to get that shit up for the revolution or the freedom of our people. So to me, I've been alive long enough to know these are the first blacks that I can literally call white. It's real. And I don't like it. And we need more teachers. See, everybody ain't down to die. There's no sacrifice in none of this.
Nah, they not, man.
It becomes rhetoric. Yeah, this is what we need to do.
We ain't got no shooters.
Right.
There's nobody scared. Nobody going to jail. Nobody trying to lose their life. Nobody's trying to lose their house. Nobody trying to lose their car. What I'm trying to say is, my car don't have nothing to do with our freedom. Fuck my car.
Right.
Fuck my house. And I'm going to give y'all another one. Fuck the safety of my own family. Yeah, y'all ready for that one? What I mean by that is this. Y'all don't know we here to die for the cause, nigga. And I'm talking about in true intelligence. Nobody want to die. The door ain't wide open. But what I'm saying is that's not the souls y'all be around. These are the souls that used to exist.
Right.
The ones that know they about to die for the chain. My son might die with me, but we gonna die in this revolutionary fight to get free. I'm not gonna not fight because my son is here.
Hold on 1 minute. I'm listening to y'all. I just got to step away for a second, sit the grandkids down, but I'm listening. So go ahead. I didn't want y'all to call me and I didn't say nothing. I'll be right back.
No question, King. So I don't see no death sacrifice. And look at the Arab. He fighting tanks with little BB guns and rocks. He know we gotta die. We gotta die for Iraq. We gotta die for Saudi Arabia. We gotta die for Iran. This is ours. So you could bring the tanks, the ships, the planes, and we still shooting at that shit. I don't see no real blood, black blood. I don't know. I'll keep it real. This is why I don't never be around from New York to now, because I don't see nobody dying for their chain. And I know I'm gonna die for my chain. So, like Knowledge always say, when y'all ready to really bang on something, call me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I be on. I don't be wanting to waste no time around freedom. You know what I'm saying? I just came from Memphis. I don't ever tell nobody what I do, but my point is I was helping a lot of black people who didn't have shit.
Right.
This is what I do since I was 15. The real black power is you sacrifice, nigga. You got $20, you going home with $5. You're not saying to yourself, yo, I only got $20. I don't know these mentalities. To me, that shit is white. How the fuck are we? To me, I'm a runaway slave. So, and we never got home yet. So we still running around. I don't care what I ever get. There will always be blacks in this particular system that don't see the real truth or is being held down. I literally think it's our job to share the wealth. How the fuck does that look? I drive by 5 homeless looking kids and I'm about to go eat. Right? I don't ever go eat. As soon as I see my young brothers, I'm like, you know what I'm about to do, right? Now I go get them the food and I'll just eat something in my crib. You know, peanut butter and fucking jelly or something. It doesn't matter what I eat because I know I'm gonna eat tomorrow. My point is I don't see nobody talking like that or moving like, I do see a few people, don't get me wrong, I'm talking the majority.
Right.
Yeah.
This is why I don't really join groups and come through. Y'all groups is it. So let me not make it sound like I'm talking about 100, but
you good, man, because me and Ken do it all the time, man. Ken do it more than me. I'm not gonna lie about that. You know, he help our people all the time, though, man. I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna say I sit reserved, but when the opportunity presents itself, I definitely help a brother out. Man, I helped out a lot of brothers, man. Brothers who trying to get jobs, who need steel toe boots, who need the room paid up for one more night. I mean, it was a brother brother hit me up one day I was at the warehouse, man. Dude, it was raining. He said, man, just give me one more night in the room. I seen that brother, man. That man, every time I see him, he thank me, man. That just that one night, man, for him to sleep, get his head together, take a wash up, let his clothes dry. He said, man, when he woke up the next morning, he was a new man. He said he thought he was gonna be sleeping outside in the rain.
Oh, nah, you can see it in their eyes when you care. When you care, everybody just needs somebody to care about them.
Right.
Who bless the levels, you can see it in their eyes like, oh shit, yo, you the only one who ever blank. You feel me? And I kind of got addicted to that feeling. And it's not, I'll never be arrogant or y'all know me, I don't walk around with the ego. I walk around trying to help niggas I know the crack of them fucked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Simple and plain. And I be seeing them everywhere. And I'm, if I can move on something, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Anytime. And I'm talking about detriment to my own levels. When I first came out to Atlanta, I was selling the kicks for like $15, $25. Everybody who had the kicks came to me and was like, yo, brother, what you doing? You fucking up the method. These kicks is $100, $80, $90. And I'm like, all right, my name is Rebel, by the way, but check it out. My man ain't had $90. My sister ain't had $125. So I sold it to him for $25. Is there a problem?
Yeah.
And I didn't hear no words ever after that. And I knew I wasn't going to hear no words regardless because this is the real mission. Give a fuck about you, what you think you should be making off our own people. We're not even supposed to be selling this shit. Old school law, my niggas. We not really supposed to be selling no fucking truth, nothing. It's supposed to be free.
Facts.
I didn't get smart for me to be like, yo, pay me $30. I'll tell you what I know, my nigga. I'm giving it to you free. Then you might could give me the 30 after that. But the free, you want to know how to sell stocks? Buy this stock in the morning at 9 o'clock and it's going to go up like $4,000. Why would I sell you that?
Right.
I need you to have $4,000 with me. Now we got 8. Now let's do something with the 8. So these mentalities don't be around. Right. I was touching on the coons. Oh, they're the coons, the cracker blacks, the fucking sellouts, the wiggers, all these motherfuckers is right in provision. What I mean by that is if you sleep right now, you 15, 16, 17, they don't really see us. They be seeing them.
Yeah.
Everybody's claiming to be a leader.
Yeah.
Everybody, man. It's so crazy, man, how everybody's like
got a platform to speak like they a leader.
Everybody got a TikTok. Everybody got a YouTube channel. Everybody on Twitch and man, there's so many people.
It's about money. They want to be seen. It's clout.
Yep.
Yeah. But then when I run into some of these brothers out there like in College Park and in the West End, they be talking that noise and I set them straight. They be looking crazy. Like, oh man, who is you? And I tell them who I am, whatever. A few people know who I am or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the conscious community or whatever. I don't go around pulling strings or nothing like that. But at the same time, though, that's how me and KENWARDO met. A dude was telling the wrong thing. I'm like, no, that ain't true.
So how can you do it?
Yeah, in the West End, in front of everybody, in front of all the brothers. I'm not finna do that. No, that's not what I didn't read over 300 books to be sitting back and be like, oh yeah, agreeing with somebody. I'm not finna agree with you. If it's
but
that ain't
the
true.
West End is for the capitalistic cones. They all about selling dashikis and shit, bean pies and stuff. They're not about building our people. I deal with Tassili. She's a good sister.
Yeah.
But when you look at Soul Veg and all of that shit, when you got to go in there and a container of macaroni and cheese, $13, and you got 5 miles to feed, I'm gonna have to go down the street to Chuckles.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if they just so capitalistic, that's why I don't believe in that. All the buy black and shop black shit, because we got all black everything down there in Atlanta, and we ain't got no black security though. Ain't no black justice. Ain't no black benefits. Everything black. The mayor, the deacons, the pastor, and all of them. The people out there with the bow ties and the fruits, but that's $10. Mm-hmm. I can't even go to Islam and get nothing to eat unless I'm a 10% card carrying member. Woo! And I gotta be a little bit light, damn near white, because that's the only thing they think is right. We looking at all of this stuff.
Oh, hey, sis, you gotta be on the board too with a star by your name.
Well, thank you. Look, why thank you.
Wow.
And what do I get out of that? Some bread, some milk, and some damn beans.
Sandwich.
Navy beans.
Constipation. Like Colin said, a bunch of constipated Negroes. Homogenized, pacified, crackatosis Negroes.
Exactly.
That's what we got in the West End. I totally agree with what you're saying. The Shrine of the Black Madonna. You got to be big wig to get in there.
Yeah, you gotta be big dog get in there.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta know Malik and them. I work with Umar Johnson too. I did security for him 4 times. I got pictures. But after them book sales, donations. Information so free now. I don't understand these big roles. Like, why not just, like the brother said, teach the information? It's free now. People could go Google search, pick up books and all of that stuff. What are you charging for? Even when I get donations and stuff, I'm grateful, but no one will ever hear me asking for somebody to give me their money. Okay. I'm pushing Brother KENWARDO's program now about the coats and the clothing. He's been in my shows. He sees why I tell him to send that money directly to that person to make sure that it's helping the people. Because see, when I help the people, I'm helping myself. It's a lot less stress on me as a revolutionary. trying to deal with certain things if I'm making sure that all of my people's programs are pushed. When you all had the other event, I put his flyers up because it's about building a coalition with like-minded people. And you sabotage shit like the NBPP and stuff. R.B.G, I've been following y'all. I worked with Malik Killian. I've been, and RIP to my brother, because I heard about the situation recently. I've been around Zaid Malik. You know what I'm saying? I know about the R.B.G, but gangsters, for real, and they was putting in work. It was Cyrus Suit instead before whatever he's going through, and all of these people, I hate that though. I feel like they're doing the same thing that they've been doing, the counterintelligence shit. Yep. Look at the brother Young Pharaoh. Now all of a sudden it's like something's happened to these brothers. And I hate that shit. But where is the security for those brothers? We had people like Malik, or no disrespect to Islam, but I'm just saying some of the Islam members that might be compromised doing social security. I mean security and stuff for these people. And now look at the conditions of the mind frames that they in. These were some of our strongest brothers that was putting out that solid stuff. Right. But some kind of way they always get to us and do something destructive to the mind. I see that, a lot.
They say your boy Shetty going crazy, and Pharaoh he doing some crazy stuff. Now I ain't get a chance to check out, the source information where it's coming from, but they say he be snapping out. I'm like, wow.
Let me tell you something.
What happened with Shetty?
Yeah, what happened with Shetty?
Okay,
I ain't never knew nothing happened to the brother Shetty.
He been going hard. He been going hard on the channel, man. And a few brothers, from NYC say, I think he just at the mindset. Nah, he ain't playing no games, and he ain't got time for the bullshit. I'm just being for real.
He do his page, his YouTube page still running. He just be by himself, solo dolo now.
Yeah, he been solo dolo for a minute.
Solo dolo.
Ain't nobody been on him.
That was because of a lot of shit with Sinetta.
Right.
But I call him Sinetta. The holes of consciousness over there. Okay. That was because of a lot of that. And see, with Young Pharaoh, until he went down there fucking with them rednecks.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Before he went down there, for them young patriots and shit. You come back and it's like they said they got him on shrooms.
Dang.
And they'll tell them what was in them shrooms. They trying to say that somebody was, trying to manipulate Sarasu and said it with some tainted powder.
What?
See, I'm looking at them. Yeah, all these videos is out. And see, the same thing with Huey. We know Coon and Nancy Lane Brown was planted. You give my brother drugs.
Yep. Hey, fellas, I'm sorry. I got somebody at the door, man. Dang. I'm gonna get off here. Nice to meet you, sister, man. Till next time.
Nice to meet you,
everybody.
Too.
Man, I forgot somebody was coming over here.
All right, family.
All right, brother.
All right.
Say peace.
Us.
But it was a lot going on with them brothers,
Well,
I think Sarnetta is an agent. Mm-hmm.
Before the Sarnetta agent line, when you said Farrah was dealing with the young patriots, remember he was on that rant to save America.
Mm-hmm.
And he loved saying he made 1.8 million.
Yeah.
That year. Yeah. So white people.
Farrah made more than that.
He probably did, but this is white money, correct?
Mm-hmm. Not really though. Listen.
Is it?
Mm-mm. When they was doing all of those debates and stuff with Sarnetta, excuse me, I don't know if y'all seen Kim on Trial. Kim on Trial made almost $3 million.
Yeah.
And that's just with tickets and live streaming and all the propaganda paraphernalia. They was making money from the Black communities, just like Brother Holite. They was making money, but they scammed people. Holite had people giving him hundreds of thousands of dollars to actually invest their shit into property or get them some houses, or they trusted in him. He done ran off with so many people's money. So none of them done ran out with so many people money. Majority of that money was coming from black folk.
Yeah, I mean, most of it, 99%.
Mm-hmm. As soon as he went down there with them young patriots, and then you got to think Dr. Mayat, she came through, which we all know she was the FBI. We know this. She's supposed to be doing 46 months. She ain't did 46 seconds in federal jail. So many people went through there and got information on, like y'all said, the real revolutionaries, like some Grandmaster J shit. You an agent, but go gather up all the real niggas and bring them out to me in Ku Klux Klanville and Stone Mountain.
Yeah.
So we can get a picture. 2 days after that, the GDs, the Bloods, everybody got hit who went out there, you know, helping them in these different marches. A lot of his soldiers got knocked down. Ozone was targeted. It seems like Biko, everybody just ended up going downhill after this so-called maneuver that Grandmaster J did. So what I'm saying is, we got so many agents in the community now. This is what's happening to all our good brothers.
Yeah.
Drugs, planning, and all this, the same thing they did to Colin. They killed Colin with some damn cough syrup. And we all know about Malik and they bitch asses and the shit that they did.
Yep.
So if they can do that to Colin, and we got Negroes that are less secure than Colin. Colin was straight up security. So he walked around with a gun in his Bible. So if they can get to Colin, it's very easy to get to brothers like Sarah and Pharaoh, because they don't even have security around them like they should. See, everybody, instead of arguing with their truth, they was getting jealous of their fame. And it caused them to get in situations where now they are targets everywhere they go. But Pharaoh, he gone. I ain't gonna lie, his mind. That young brother was some serious. I hate that happened to him. I follow Pharaoh like some of these folk follow Jesus. Okay. I was looking at Pharaoh and said it. There was a dynamic duo. And what you seen the agents I needed to do, first of all, cause conflict between the two brothers. Then now you got them separated. Who moves in? The counterintelligence crackers with the shrooms for him and the tainted powder for Sarah, and now everybody going through it. Now, I don't know if that's true about Sarah, but I know for a fact that they got young Pharaoh.
Yeah, young Pharaoh, yeah.
Nah, I think Seti's straight still. He don't know what to do because his young protege is done went back to Niggerville. And nobody kind of fuck with Seti from like the community. The real people definitely fuck with him. But
we just can't get in touch with him because I love Seti. I've been wanting to do interviews and stuff like that, but Seti very high-tech security too. Unless you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, you're not finna talk to Seti.
Yeah.
I would love to have an interview, even if it's on y'all show with somebody like Brother Seti, just to pick his mind and learn from him.
We gonna see what's up. Seti, if you watching this, we gonna holler at you in the next few days.
Sue the Seti.
But nah, we lost the young phenom, and the young phenom really wasn't polite. It was really Pharaoh.
Facts. Please say it again.
Pharaoh was truly the young phenom.
Yeah.
And a lot of things aimed at him to bring him back to that, technically the nigga zone he used to be in. So that godly young nigga that was going, I used to say, yo, watch, Pharaoh gonna end up being the leader of niggas. This is what I used to tell my brothers. And it's never ignorant getting goes accomplished. This is what we do. Right. When I say nigga. I can't say that no more. Cause he wanna be a rapper. He like a sex addict at this point. He wanna do mushrooms. There's nobody truly protecting him. When he was going crazy and he asked people to come to his house, I ain't gonna lie, if I was in Texas, I'd have went over there and saved the kid. I'd have brought everybody I know with me. But look who went to his house. All them little yes many clowns that wasn't.
And that white girl, you on to something. You right. I just wanted to add that you are so right. Go ahead.
Oh no, but look who went to kind of get him at his lowest time. A bunch of people that they infiltrated him right there. The white girl got him breaking up with his wife because she thinks she like him or he like her, and a whole bunch of other girls and the drugs. Once the shrooms got in there, we kind of know that from hip hop. They fucking with the Frankenstein weed, the fake shrooms, the damn the white drugs, the pills.
Yeah.
So once any black brother get into that, it's only them.
I got a question for you that you touching on that. I'm glad, I don't mean to cut you out, but you're touching on some good stuff. I want to ask y'all opinion. The music industry from our times, let's just say 80s and 90s, up until current, how the hell do y'all think it went from, I'm gonna say, Professor Griff's and Dead Presidents to Little Nas X's and shit?
First
what
of all,
happened?
Because we let them. That's first.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Second, you look. I already know you done flipped so many bars already. Sista Nandi could rap. She's hip hop. If not a great fan of hip hop, she could rap herself. She spit too many bars tonight already. I could tell. But we let them change hip hop because we all know hip hop was making gods. It was running the world.
Yeah, sure was. That's true.
Too much intelligence was in there. The brothers was all godly minded. What I mean by that is high IQ, great poetry. We were telling stories. We were teaching. We was dropping names. You know, you hear Khaled.
Talk about life, real life stuff. That's what we
used to quote a lot of bars because Khaled knew where, you know, hip hop was going. And I kind of thought that too. We was going to take over the 2000s with hip hop. All the white kids was going to be under hip hop. We was going to change their mind. Go get your father at night. Go kill his ass and then come back to us with his head.
And it started happening that way. You right. The white kids was buying our music more than the damn black kids.
I know. Pac was selling 5-6 million records and 3-4 mil was white kids.
Right.
But the white man had to know this.
Right.
And he was like, whoa. No. They got MC Light over there. What's this Lauryn Hill over there? She telling girls how to be women? What are you telling me? Nah, I'm gonna need no disrespect, because Nicki Minaj should have been on our team. But Nicki Minaj, they killed Little Kim. They added fucking Cardi.
Yeah, I can't stand her. Cardi Bush nuts. That's what I call her.
All of those other lower level rappers that might not be on the true screen, but they put them in there too. And it got so bad, they started adding the fucking homo faggots.
Now, let me ask you something about that while you right there. What do we do about icons that people look up to? The starter of hip hop, like African Bambaataa, and all of the allegations that has came out about him. Do you feel like in certain ways maybe he was playing a role? Because I look back at people like KRS-One and certain, you know, people that we see that has a little, I'm gonna say, the Pink Panther side of them coming out. What do we do about that when we got the icon and one of the starters of hip hop that everybody looks up to now alleging to be involved with these type of, you know, these type of things? How do we deal with that and bring our children away from, you know?
Well, look, this is what I think about African Bambaataa. Wasn't he allegedly doing that shit back in the day?
Yes.
So, I mean, shit, a whole lot of people in the neighborhood knew what was going on. They never said nothing. The Zulu Nation knew what was going on. They never said anything.
But the world didn't know. The world didn't know. If that was true, the world didn't know. So we didn't lose on the overall aspect of African Bambaataa being gay. That was like a secret in the Bronx. But gratefully, the internet has erased the mind that these kids don't even know African Bambaataa.
Right.
They don't even know Rakim. They don't even know Badani Kane. They don't even know anybody from.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
I played Ghetto Mafia and stuff from back in the day. But who the hell is that? Kilo. Who's singing about cocaine? So you right. They don't know about legendary.
It's a good and a bad thing. So since they don't know about it, that little piece ain't poisoning them, even though Nas X is standing right here.
Right.
But you talking about the real zone, like we got gay hip hop artists or homosexual or pedophilic, like foundational links in hip hop. Like this is what we do. And it's not. So technically it's fuck African Bambaataa, if that shit is true.
Right.
Which a lot of info then came out. And he never really came out on TV and never said it's not true. Or I didn't see it. But my point is, from African Bambaataa to Nas X, I blame us. It's dudes who know how to rap that's scared to rap. So you could rhyme consciously, but you don't rhyme consciously because the whole world don't want to listen to conscious rap. Or you tell the truth about Biden, or Obama. And even if you told the truth about Trump, to reverse it and be like, nah, he's not even that good. No one wants to say the truth to that. So a lot of artists don't have the heart to tell the truth in front of all the liars. So that's why
now, let me say this.
That's why I blame
I
that.
agree
I think it's
with that too. I agree with that to a point, but let me tell you, today we got to understand in 2021, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our youth is telling the truth. We just don't hear they cry. They talk about gang activity. They talk about their homies getting killed. They talk about the drug usage and being on the damn lean. Mm-hmm. This is their reality at this point. Like what we was talking about, you know, fuck the president, Mr. President, you know,
Thank
shit
you.
Like that, to the end of time.
Thank you, but they're missing that. You see how we located the enemy? Of why we're killing each other, why the drugs are here, why I hate myself, why I hate my brother. We knew somebody did that to us. So that's why I didn't give them the whole truth today. They are telling their truth, but they're not identifying why they sit in that truth. Y'all need to know the white man's your fucking enemy, my niggas.
Right, right.
He created that pattern, or he lets it grow. Because if the white man ain't want us to talk about drugs on the radio at 12 o'clock in the daytime, you wouldn't be talking about drugs 12 o'clock noon on the radio.
You right. I see what you said. They letting the propaganda get through to manipulate the kids to keep them killing. I see what you're saying. Okay.
If Master wanted to really kill all the slaves in the barn, and he knew we was, I don't know what slaves would do to self-induced death, but I don't know if he knew we was hanging each other in the barn every 3 days, he would let it happen. Yep. He was gonna come in there and go, yo, why you killing my other slave? Let him down off this. If he wanted us to die, he would hear about us doing it and let it happen.
True
So
fact.
I think the white man plants the seed and lets it grow. And I blame us for allowing, because look, remember back in our day, no white drugs, no matter what, right?
And no white people really controlled the rap industry either. And that's another thing to the Jews and different individuals started taking over our music, even going all the way back to Sam Cooke and Joe Tick and all those people who controlled the masters. So that's what I'm saying. So now do you see in the industry where they have now the rappers who solid, in other words, what I'm saying are the artists who are not into the homosexual or the drug, they getting killed off. They making it look like it's rivalries amongst the music or the gangs, but I feel like the government they planted certain people and has a hand in knocking out these good brothers like Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Nipsey and the good things that him and his family was doing. And even though he was a Crip, he was teaching us certain things. And all of a sudden he just get knocked. Tupac knocked, Biggie knocked when they decided they wanted to be the next vice president and president of the United States. Set everything aside and let's run for it. What do y'all think happened?
Look what they did to Pimp C, because he was telling the truth about what was going on behind closed doors.
I forgot about Pimp C.
Well,
Finish telling me about that, because I was up on a lot of the Pimp C stuff, and not too for me, but I know what happened to him. I love him. He was one of my artists, and I know they said he was spitting up blood or something. Can you tell me what y'all think led to them doing what they did? Because I know he was telling the truth about the gays and stuff, but like, what do you really think pushed him to get rid? So do you feel that that was it?
Well, think about the Illuminati. Their plans.
He was exposed and stuff.
Yeah, their plans were always foresighted, right?
Yeah.
So he was banging on the gay shit.
Yeah, really heavy.
Yo, these dudes is in the back. They gay. They behind the closet. They gay. All these dudes is faggots. All of these A&Rs and everybody in here is faggots. Faggots. So he was blowing it up too hard.
Yeah, too hard, yeah.
But let's look at 1999 or 1995 till now. Remember, when we was coming into the 2000s, the new millennium, to me, they ain't let the guards come into the 2000s. A few of them made it, but then they got killed, like Pimp C. We'll get to them in a second. But Khaled had to go before 2000. Big Pun, Biggie, Pac.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know all of them died. Yeah, but all of them did die before 2000.
The list is a little longer. It's bug how it's not hitting my mind now. If you do the math, Johnny Cochran.
They murked Eazy-E.
Eazy-E.
Right.
Anybody that really had our respect, enough for them to tell us something and we changed immediately, they had to go.
Right. And see, the thing when I look at when they killed Eazy-E was crazy, but I know why they did. Eric White made it to the White House. Even how to fuck the police, fuck the white man, all of that. Then he donated more money, donated enough money to show people that you could just buy your way to the top if you want to. And they was very embarrassed when he came in there. Yeah. But, so do you, with Suge Knight and all of this stuff, agent or just a sellout? Which one?
Sellout by default, agent.
Feel you.
Because whoever was near Pac, it should have been 1 billion black brothers surrounding Pac.
And yeah, Pac didn't even have no, man, come on, Pac knuckling up. He wasn't even supposed to be in the position to be knuckling up with nobody.
Right. Even after those police tried to kill him down here in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
I met Pac when I
you know, Pac was a revolutionary, you know. Don't you know what kind of man he would have been today?
Yeah, when he was at the club, Nicky's Club. I was actually there when he smacked the damn dancer. And a lot of people knew that lady, yeah, he was at Club Nicky's and he a dancer disrespected him and he smacked her, but she was a setup. They was trying to get him arrested on some assault charges and shit, but he beat that. And when he left the club, coming through Atlanta, that's when the police officers tried to kill him.
And we know what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why Nipsey had to go. Because Nipsey could have got the Blood, the Crips, the GDs, the Mexican gangs all in one room, theorizing how we could think different from in futuristic approach. So Nipsey had to get killed by some clown that nobody know, some little clown who just get out of jail. You know they could get any nigga in jail to kill any godly nigga outside of jail.
Right.
I give you $10 million, go kill this dude. You no more jail. We'll send you to some Cayman Island. No one will know you after that. I'm just saying they could promise that. And get somebody under the jail to be like, yo, fuck that. It's like we have no race allegiance. We're race traders. And race trading is becoming a norm. This is why I like how Nandi, you got to come back, Sister Nandi.
Yeah, you got to come back, Sister Nandi.
You know, whenever y'all ready for me to. I'm glad y'all invited me over.
Oh, yeah, we'll invite you again, sister. You already know.
Because I want to do a show on the Queens, on how the white man is making them monsters, killing the black community.
Yeah, I went against some, I call her Fire Marshal Bill.
Okay, perfect.
Cynthia G.
Oh, that's, yeah we don't.
In the black homosphere.
Yeah, the black homosphere.
Now you want to kill black men and black babies. What the hell? I had to just go ape shit on them.
I said to show you we went off on a few sisters.
Yeah, they swirlers though.
Yeah,
they pushing the white man agenda. They love the white man. They want to have a white man baby. And this shit is crazy. And then even the black manosphere, they just as damn ignorant over there with a lot of the shit that they say. And it doesn't make any sense. Now they have the gender wars has been going on though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've had feminists who pushing bullshit like Angela Davis when people said she was a Panther. She wasn't never no damn Black Panther. And she done married a white woman.
A white woman?
Yeah, she married to a white woman. Angela Davis.
She was married to a white man. Ain't no
she's homosexual. It's a white woman. Look it up. She's married to a woman.
Yeah, it's a woman.
I believe.
Mm-hmm. She's been with that white woman since she left George Jackson.
But you see how KENWARDO ain't know that? Because
Mm-hmm.
we didn't have a YouTube talking to our little daughters every day.
Mm-hmm.
So although she was a feminist and she was a lesbian, that shit ain't really get out. Only
now they tried to push her off on the Black Panther Party. She was another agent. She was actually put in a place of dealing with George Jackson and the Southern Brothers in order to stop the movement.
Yeah, I'm not defending. I'm just saying her pattern didn't poison my daughter because my daughter had to be in the know to know that. Cynthia G and this little homosphere, they bombarding the girl pattern and they teaching that self-hate every day.
Right. Yeah.
Like I was on Q Butter's show like a year ago, 2 years ago. And when she first came out, I had a problem with the way she was speaking to Q Butter. So
I love Q Butter too.
Yeah, we gonna get Q on. We was talking about him earlier.
Respected brother in the community. I hate what I never did to that brother. Disrespectful ass.
Exactly. But she was on his show talking like this like a year and a half ago. So I was getting at her through the comments and I was gonna get on the panel and she was complaining about me blowing up her mind frame. She was like, Q Butter, who was Rebel with a cause? He keeps disrespecting me in the comments. But you disrespecting the black man. I saw her, Margaret Singer, fucking dog logic early.
And then do you know that she got almost 1 million followers?
That's because the black
That's
women.
a damn shame. And it ain't, no, check the move.
No, I was going to say.
It's mostly, most of her women over there is white women.
I was going to get there. I said most of the black women is sleek, but most of those women probably are white.
Yep, they are.
Because they love listening to us kill each other.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what when she made that show about killing the baby, the black male baby in the womb, and helping the black man become extinct. I'm like, she lost a lot of followers with that because a lot of women was like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, how do you think the black woman can keep being produced if we do? Well, I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
So now you want to have a bunch of mixed breeds and all this crazy shit going on. I don't understand this. I never have and I never will.
This is why I blame
Getting paid to talk all that crazy shit. They paying them off his ass.
This is why I blame the white man. People never see his hidden hand. The white man behind all this shit.
Yeah, you paying them.
Look, I put on YouTube and put my name in this shit. Rebels Roundtable. Look, I got a platform. That's how easy the white man made the poison to get out. All you got to do is sign up. You don't even have to pay for YouTube.
Right.
So what I'm just trying to say is the damn devil little minions don't got to do nothing to get a microphone to spit that fucking garbage. You should have to earn this. You should have to pay like $2,000 to get a YouTube page if you're gonna be the one talking to the damn world. It should be something. And honestly, we should find Cynthia fucking G. Look, I live free. I'm not an internet nigga. I'm old school. I live in 1996. We talking about killing people. We talking about hurting people. We should fucking go rough some of these people the fuck up and make them not get on the fucking internet. Why does everybody think they can't get choked almost to death or to death or a gun put in their mouth or true threats? Why does everybody feel like they can't get got? Like you could just do whatever you want, say whatever you want, and there's no ramifications. Like Sista Nandi said, we all come from the streets. We will put the nigga hat back on.
Right.
But they don't think, I don't see nobody getting at them at no level where they even hold no fear.
Because, man, they living in the goddamn internet world, man, where you can just talk all type of reckless shit and get away with.
Okay, don't you gotta
these ain't the streets, you know what I mean? She told you the white man paying her to talk all that bullshit, man.
This is why I diss YouTube, because I used to say the white man's paying niggas to unwash our brains. He's paying you. Nobody even knows why you get paid on YouTube. You're getting paid to distract me.
Right.
You see, you got all the hits, right? You logged in all the hour, the watch time. So I'm paying you because I know the people are watching your garbage. So here's some money for that.
Yep.
The YouTube is the damn devil, all right? I'm not waiting for them to shut my page down. I live in real life. I'm gonna get Nandi numbers so we be linked for real. This is how I link with people in real life. I don't know about a DM, a fucking text message, or none of that shit. That shit is clown shit. That shit is simulation. And since we're all simulating the simulation, I think his plan is working. Because nobody want to be in real time.
Right.
So I never plugged in. Remember, the Matrix said you got to plug in. Why everybody plugging into the Matrix acting like it ain't the damn Matrix?
Right.
Look, me and my wife been together for 20 years, but if I was single and I bagged a girl, you know, I'm talking to her, I would like to hear her talk. She has to call my phone. She has to tell me I'm cute with her voice. She has to say, meet her at the restaurant with her voice. She can't.
These niggas in love with avatars.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I mean, people call me all the time. You hit me with a text, you gonna hear this right after that. Say that to me. I make people talk. This is crazy where we at. We're allowing like the devil, the white man, he the damn devil still. He took the devil place. I don't know who the fuck the devil is, but the damn white man look like he the damn devil. And his scenario logical patterns that the OBASI was touching that, the systematic system, the new thing. Like we keep playing with the damn devil's games. Why we keep doing it? We don't know. Facebook, you do know when you get robbed, right? And they bring you to the precinct and they say, oh, we're gonna let you look in the what? A Facebook.
Yep.
And yet we all signed up for fucking Facebook.
Or a line up in your head.
Exactly. So we all lined ourselves up, facial recognition, algorithms, and all of that just by being on the internet. And then they tell you you don't own your own pictures.
Yep.
Your own videos. I could delete it when I want. I could sell it. I'll put you on TV tomorrow. I own this. So we don't ever, these blacks are too Americanized. I don't know how to say it nicer. They're too white. They're white-like. Yeah, I mean, Baskin Robbins, it's 31 flavors, right? We so hyped we could go get ice cream. We supposed to be sitting in our house saying, damn, yo, I can't eat ice cream no more, yo. We still in the war, yo, fuck Baskin Robbins.
You know what I'm saying?
So nobody's sacrificing for the overall. Think if we was the white man, what would we be thinking right now? I'd be on a beach somewhere with my legs up, having sex with black women who think I'm God, if I was a white man. Because y'all niggas ain't coming at me at all. Y'all like fucking wasting your world? Do your thing. If I was white, I'd be damn dominating niggas. Because there's no nigga saying nothing to me. And then the black man can't even control his woman at this point. So to me, the secret weapon is the black woman's success. Because it's dividing the black family, and then the kids is with her, right? So all that gay shit, since the black woman is with the white world, the gay shit is in here now. The computers is in here now. Everybody could be part of the American world.
That's a fact. Look at Gabrielle Union.
Coon.
No, what's his name? The basketball player. Look what they did to their damn son. That shit is sick.
Sick. She made Dwayne Wade gay. She probably be having sex with him.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Yep, Dwayne Wade.
But that's what I mean by the black woman being able to get the black man to acquiesce to the white man's plan.
Jada and Will. Will Smith was a real man. Got with Jada, videos with the white man, kissing his son on live. You make a lot of sense. That is the truth. Is it some of these women that's transforming the men and stuff like that to push the agenda of the black men becoming distinct and the white man's agenda to be, you know, the ones that's running the world? Do you think that that's something that it has a lot to do with that?
Well, Sister Nandi, you have a third eye. You walk around Atlanta. Beyond the gay homosexual men, I know you recognize the soft boys, the young boys.
Yep, I do.
Okay, their mothers are raising them. So their mother hate me, so you bang on my son and kill his manhood? All them videos where the little boy is twerking with his mother, her sister, her friends. Remember that whole wave of little black boys? They wasn't even doing it to make them gay. The whole scenario pattern is just doing it.
Right.
My son is around you and your girlfriends, and y'all not treating him like a boy. Y'all treating him like a girl almost. So this little homosexual wave, I think we're inducing it because the black woman hates her man, first of all, the baby father, most of them. So they mad with the son, so they beat the manhood out of him. They don't let him do nothing. Sit down, do this, do that, do that. So he never feels powerful. And then the other one is the game. Oh, we could twerk, we could do what we want. No one can't tell me nothing. So now your son is mimicking you. You know your kid is gonna mimic whatever they see you do, regardless if it's good or bad.
True.
So I think the black woman, which we say the black woman is God, is his biggest weapon right now. I think it's his most powerful weapon he ever had.
And I don't agree with that.
Wait, let me explain. Before you kill my zone, let me explain it. I don't think he never had this much power over us, whether in slavery, taking Kemet, all through Jim Crow, all through the part of history we don't know about with the early blacks being Indians. I don't think he ever had this much power. You see all these weak ass men getting beat down. These men don't even have a spirit to be a man. This is what I'm trying to say. The black woman is killing the rest of the family for her own grace.
That's
whether
true.
she knows it or not. So if I'm the white man, I'm taking down the black man, the little black young boy, and you're gonna let your little girls run wild? Perfect, because I need to stay here another billion years. So they about to let me incubate white babies in them? Cool. That's what I needed y'all to do, because y'all was right at the point where y'all was about to isolate your blood from me. And I need to be here another million years. So keep breaking up. That black man is bad. White men are good. Interracial, everything. Gay shit. Don't let your son even want girls. Keep playing around with that.
Right.
So to me, I've never seen the white man this powerful.
I agree.
And the black woman is God. I keep saying that, and because we are the gods. But my point is, I never even see the white man. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm watching my people die, and I never see the white man killing them. It looked like another nigga doing.
Right.
So he keeps sending, he's sending the new, because look, we're arguing over, look, I get with a girl. We together. We're arguing over our position in the white world. You're claiming I ain't shit because the white man let you go into the damn building and he gave you a good check. Don't you know he don't allow me in that building? How could you rate a black male? And I'm talking about the good brothers, not the ones who really deserve that tag. And that's a low number, under 20%. The 80% is what I'm talking about. All the brothers I meet, I used to tell girls, why y'all don't like the kid that work in Foot Locker, yo? He don't have a girl, he's a nice guy. How come y'all don't respect the black men? How did you even get to that position? We just was in the crib. You just was hiding me in the crib because he wanted to give you welfare, but you know the game, so you hiding me in the crib, and then when he leave, we share what he gave you. The awakening from the black 70s love, the 80s, the 90s. Yo, in 1999, I thought we was about to take over the fucking world. To me, blacks was blacker than black. So I don't know how we got to this point where black men ain't shit. You don't work. You don't make money in the system. I'm a PhD. I make fucking $100,000. And you should have brought it back to your black man, gave it to him and said, run the house back. I'm not gonna allow
a lot of these black women, they want to be accepted by the white man. It's a lot of them undercover want to be, accepted in that white world. Same thing that we was dealing with a lot of the civil rights leaders and shit. And a lot of these people, even on their documents, they identify as white. So when you got people that's been wanting to be in that world and they get that one opportunity, and that's why a lot of brothers, like street brothers, would say, damn, I shouldn't have went for the college girl. I should have just stayed with the hood girl. Because these college women, and I'm not saying all of them, but majority of them, that's what they get into the business for, to downgrade the brothers, to be able to say that they in control. And I don't understand how a lot of women feel like that, but then they'll turn right around and say the man's supposed to provide every damn thing. It's never been like that in our communities. Big Mom and Big Daddy both provided something.
Right.
I ain't never seen it where Big Mama said Big Daddy got to do everything. Even if they was just getting the food stamps or the food or whatever they was doing, they was bringing something to the table, because when we didn't have nothing, that's what caused us to stick together.
Right.
See.
That's what's missing. We're not together in this play.
Right.
That's why I make that true lie joke with the black woman supposed to bring her fucking paycheck. I just worked 90,000 hours. Here, baby. You're the head of the household. Give your man back his manhood. The white man is taking it. You don't see, he doesn't get to bring home the bacon. He doesn't get to look at his family eat and feel proud. Damn, I did that. You won't let him dominate, so he can't go outside and dominate. So I'm looking at it this in a smaller, deeper realm. I don't even see real men.
Right.
They all soft. They all weak. These men are older than me, weak. Younger than me, weak. The one common denominator, because I don't see the white man. The black woman won't let you tell her what to do, my nigga. So you end up listening. How am I use you outside? You ain't gonna kill a fly, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you can't even dominate your girl. And when I say the word dominate, it doesn't mean what the definition truly incurs. What I'm saying is that white man look at his wife like, yeah, I bet you better not come with that dyke shit. The Arab man don't even look at his wife. He know his wife not moving the muscle.
Right.
The Chinese man, same thing. He like, wing, wing, wing. Yeah, I know she ain't. Oh, that wasn't you? Okay, perfect. We the only ones that allow the white man to manipulate us to the point where the women are the men. You don't hear how the women talk besides true warrior queens like Sista Nandi, because I'm sure Sista Nandi has a feminine side for the when she's with
most definitely. Most definitely.
So she doesn't get lost in this. And she didn't even bring her true fire in this show. I can tell that too. Right. All of these women act like they're the men. So I constantly see men with their head down, listening to a woman telling them how to act, how to talk, what tone to use. A whole bunch of, I'm like, where am I, man? This bizarro world, man. And nobody's talking about the white man. That's my real pet peeve. That I could listen to niggas talk for 9 months in a row and I don't never hear the words white man. Nowhere near what they talking about. So he's not the enemy now. We're enemies of each other. We're in our own houses hating each other.
Yeah.
This is so triple backwards, yo. So I'm not blaming the Black woman fully like that, but I'm trying to get her to realize when I'm around that the white man is playing a logistical, mental game with you. Remember, we was both in the back of the building looking through the garbage. Picture a white man coming through, picking you up out of the damn alley and bringing you upstairs and cleaning you up and allowing you to make money while I'm still down in the alley looking for scraps. You can't tell he's trying to kill me with your grace? Bring it back downstairs and let's both kill him with it. Come on, man. Black woman gotta wake the fuck up, man. This is a fucking trick. You didn't even earn it. Y'all got worthless degrees. What are y'all telling us? You act like we can't rate the degree. You're not 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000. I don't care how much you make. 200,000. Why you don't have a black man you're empowering with your grace? Because if it was in reverse, we'd be taking care of a black woman that didn't have no grace. To the matrix, I might add. This is the fucking white world. You work for the white man.
Right.
Y'all forgot. But, you know, in my opinion, we need balance. Because there's some black men out here too that ain't about shit. And they go around with their Beckies and their Sarahs and shit.
Yeah.
And then they go take all the money over there and the black woman ain't shit.
Okay.
There's some on both sides. I just think that those people need their own little area.
Right.
They need to go on over there with Becky and them and Opie.
I agree with
and
that.
live a joyous life and let real people like us, their roles, you know, rebuild, reconstruct ourselves according to who we are.
But that proved my point even better. I'm glad you added the men. So who made the plan to divide us to the fact where Jerome wants a Becky and Sarah over here wants a Billy? Somebody's
I can't say that now. I'm gonna be fair. Okay. It's all about choices. It's all about choices. You know, we've had a lot of black men. I remember court cases where black men took people to, you know, took the system to court so they could marry white women. And, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. So we can't just say, you know, I ain't never seen no black woman going to court to marry no white man. But I have seen white women and black men taking their cases to court since the suffrage movement in order to be able to have interracial marriages. Because remember now, that was illegal for years.
Yeah.
Up until about the 50s and 60s. And there's still states right now that has some of these same laws that's still on the books that's never been changed. That's why you see predominantly white or predominantly black states. So they still practice, you know what I'm saying, their movement. The only Negroes that they let in, to me, most of the blacks that date outside are biracial. They already have a white parent or a black parent or something like that. I don't really see a lot of our just thorough brothers and sisters, you know, going that route. We just all secret. Like you said, you've been with your wife 20 years. that deserves some credit. But they don't see brothers like you every day. They don't see marriages like yours every day that survive and live together accordingly the way that we see fit. Those are the brothers they keep a secret. And they put a lot of brothers down, even if you wasn't married. And just say, because that's the white man's laws. And you was there with your wife, your woman for 20 years raising the kids. Why you got to be, the child got to be a bastard? Why you got to be, you know, the father needs to be legitimized? You know, all of this extra shit that they do to separate families, because we never really needed marriage license. It was natural for us to take care of each other. It was natural for the woman to stay in the home. It was natural for us to raise the kids. And I've seen more relationships that they're not married that last longer than married couples, but they don't ever get any respect or acknowledgement for that. It's a lot of brothers that's with sisters right now. It's just not on paper. Taking care of their children, some of them single fathers. I just never hear about that.
That's the white man's paper anyway.
Well, I ain't want to blame nobody. I'm saying we're both being duped. He's playing you and he's playing me. And a lot of us is falling for that dupe because it's an emotion. There's no logic in it. It doesn't last long. Like the way we live is gonna keep everybody else alive while them half-breeds grow. Now, science is saying the half-breed is the perfect human. Did y'all ever hear that?
What the hell? No, I hadn't.
Look that up. It was about 2 years ago. Some high-level science, I think it's in Britain too. The half-breed is the perfect human. And think about how we lost all our civilizations, from Kush all the way to Kemet, to the Americas. Them half-breeds, yeah? Rome, Greece, half-breeds.
Right.
So we've been using half-breed. Look at Kamala Bear Harris.
Yep.
Look at Obama, half-breeds.
Yeah.
Who's the king of hip-hop?
Who, Drake?
Half-breed.
Right.
I told niggas Drake made everybody gay. This was years ago. Little wheelchair Jimmy. You don't hear how he rhyme? Sound like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Right? So he make, look, how can I sing the song if I don't feminize myself to match the harmony? Right. So he played a lot of parts of masculinity dying too, because now every dude you turn on the radio, they sound like the girls. They want it on wax. So I never thought I would ever see black men at this level.
Me neither.
And they doing something. They doing something to the food. All these little boys so damn skinny now. I'm talking about it's like they done created them to fit in the skinny jeans.
Let's be real. A lot of them be having asses too. And I don't mean the little boys. I'm talking about grown ass men. I've been in circles where the girls alerted us to this. So it wasn't I wasn't doing the math myself. But I'm smart enough and man enough to see, yo, these niggas is growing like girl asses too. This is
dressed and everything.
Yeah, yo. So are they gender shifting us? Because people like to say the food got a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
It's something. Because we was drinking milk when we was little, and that wasn't happening to my boys. What the hell is in the milk now?
That's the key. What's in the food and what's in the milk now? What's in the shots now? Because we all took the 1978 shot.
Yep.
The 1984 shot. They CDC and them ain't get the real game until like 1987. Like if you trace Bill Gates and them to the shots and all that, they ain't get control till 1987. So every shot after that, you might want to look at. But as far as what we got when we was young, that was actually the real shots.
Right.
That was the real milk. That was real chicken.
Yeah, that was real.
That was a real.
Wasn't no such thing as organic and all this other bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? And what did we have on TV? Did we?
Real stuff to look at.
I didn't see naked women on my phone all day, even though my phone don't do that. But that's why I ask a lot of boys, let me see their phone real quick. And I click on their Instagram, because people don't realize your Instagram is worked on an algorithm, right? So that wall button shows me what you normally look at.
Yeah.
So I always try to look at boys or men phone real quick, and all I see is naked women. And y'all know what I'm saying, the Instagram girls and all that.
Yeah.
I don't even have an Instagram page.
I only got
I got a Facebook, but I'm barely on that.
Yeah, I ain't the internet either. If you look, KENWARDO's on my pages more than me. Like everything you share on my page, go down. The last year, you'll see KENWARDO on my page. Fuck the internet, because you internet. The World Wide Web, it's a trap.
That's true.
Like they don't even lie.
Counterintelligence.
Yeah, they know what we talking about right now. Because we're volunteering this, but we also talk in real time. That's why I'm gonna get Sista Nandi number, and
I'm gonna text you the Sista number.
It's like the third person on the show that I want to connect with in real life.
Right.
I love your spirit. I love your presence.
Yes, you real soldier, man, Sister.
I ain't heard a sister soldier in a long time.
Right.
Yeah, Sister.
I really appreciate y'all having me over on the show. I'm really grateful for that.
Sister Nandi, before you leave, where can we find you at? Tell us about your show.
Yeah. I got a Facebook page. It's Sista Nandi 3.G.P.
I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah, I just sent you a friend request today too.
What did you say, sweetie?
I sent you a friend request today.
Okay, I'm gonna go on there and accept it.
Okay.
I have my page, of course, Sista Nandi 3.G.P on YouTube.
Right.
I'm in the argument league, the debate league. I'm really just kind of all over everywhere. Anywhere that I can see where we can spit some knowledge and, get differences in opinions. I think that's one of the things I really like, dealing with the debate league and dealing with people like y'all.
Right.
We can get different information. I've learned so much from you guys tonight. From you too. Like you just telling me that they think the new great human is biracial.
Right.
It's like I'm just everywhere. I'm in Atlanta, so I don't mind coming to events and stuff like that. I go to a lot of them, but anything that's like been dealing with Malik and all of them, I don't support any of that.
That's right.
I don't be seen around any of that. So
I got my own gang. I created Rebel Vision for that. We coming straight to you without that. I don't even know who you don't like. We knew Malik was fake because nobody moved after Khaled died. We been kind of put Malik on that list. We kind of thought in New York, Malik helped them do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a whole lot to say about that. I know they did. I know they did. I did a whole show on that.
Yeah.
And talking about how Sanetta and all of them was hating Khaled because he believed in discipline in them, and he believed in, like Sanetta using drugs on posts. Malik, he was even slapped out by Minister Farrakhan, for doing a lot of evil shit. So it's like they had a hatred for Khaled. The way Khaled grown people and the work, and it hurts me that I never got a chance to meet the brother. But the type of Khaled that we had here, they wasn't ready for. Malik was a plant and an agent from the very beginning. You can even go back and study how he did Brother King Samir, and shout out to Brother King Samir. That was a real good brother who did his work. I worked with that brother. I've seen him put his life on the line for these people. So Malik, Zulu, Shabazz, and the NBPP, to me, is the modern day US organization. The modern day United Slaves. Ron Karinga and them. I call his ass Bakar. He looked just like Bakar off the movie The Black Panther. So yeah, these agent provocateurs and the sellouts, it's the same thing as like what happened with Fred Hampton. William O'Neal is Malik Zulu Shabazz.
Right.
And that's how I look at that when it comes to him. So
Garvey too.
I know they had something to do with killing Khaled though. The wife Nefertiti, you know, when what are you cleaning up evidence for? She was also introduced to Khaled by Brother Malik and Minister Hashim and Zinga. And you know, a lot of this stuff played a big role. What she called them for before calling the ambulance. I mean, just looking at the entire information within itself. And a brain aneurysm, that's not something that would instantly kill you. Like brain aneurysms, they grow.
Right.
They cause headaches, they cause dysfunctions. Khaled has never complained about any of that according to my research. So all out the blue, he got a brain aneurysm shortly after leaving Malik's house having dinner. No, that's poison. Anytime you spitting up blood and stuff like that, that's the same thing happened with Brother Pimp C. And you look at the situation with him, somebody poisoned him. Then when he spit up the blood and all of this stuff, y'all clean it up. Wait a minute, that was supposed to be evidence to see what he regurgitated to make sure it wasn't anything, you know, internal. So all of the stuff that they did, all of the people that has came up missing or, you know, gone, some we consider to be dead since Khaled has left, it leads back to these people, including Sanel, because he was in Philadelphia and around all these people in New York and stuff shortly before he died. So I agree with you on that. Something else went on with Khaled other than what they telling us. It's just sad that nobody did an investigation. And the so-called investigation will leak them claim they did. I'm just trying to figure out who the fuck did they investigate? You know what I'm saying? If they weren't talking about themselves. So I agree with you on that. And there's a lot more I want to talk about on that on another show, because I want to go into Malik's book and all of the lies and deceitful shit that he put in that book.
Oh yeah, it's a new book.
Yeah, he been selling that book, the assassination or something of Khalid Muhammad.
I know you remember they at that you know, we was on the West End, they was selling it then. Remember the sister got up there and talked about it. Light-skinned sister, yeah. We was at
Remember, I was about to smack her ass out, Renee.
Yeah.
So she got mad. She thought I was because you know her and Malik, they mess around, but now
I didn't know that.
She was already messing with Khalid first though. I mean not Khalid. Not Khalid.
Wow.
Hashim.
Yeah.
She was Hashim's woman when we was at the Tupac Center, because that's the same sister I was trying to get into it with at the Tupac Center, where they did all that extra stuff to us out there. And she was Hashim's girl, but then now she Malik girl, and she was just being disrespectful. Oh, sister, back up. You can't touch Malik. And Malik was like, can you move Renee and let Nandi on the stage? Let me get Nandi a hug. Like, I'm just laughing at this bitch. You better get the hell on before it turns into something else. Because I don't take too light to all of that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? The people like that got to get smacked the hell out. She pushing that damn book, and he was still, you know, with his disrespectful ass then, you know, writing in the book and want to put your personal number in there. I ain't your goddamn group. I showed up in here so I could make absolutely sure I see the lies that's been told, and I really was there to support Chief Kamara. That's who I was there for.
Right.
So you ain't lying about that. I've had my experiences with those people, and I can't stand them. I don't deal with none of them. Anybody who deal with them, I stay away, because it's a one-way ticket to goddamn the feds or your grave. Whichever one, it ain't pretty.
Right.
I used to have a great deal of respect for Najee.
Yeah, Najee.
He went back over there kissing ass with Malik.
Are you back over there?
Yeah, he back over there. He was just at the site. You didn't see at the gang summit, they was finna jump on another brother, just like they did Brother Daruba.
Oh yeah.
They was about to beat up this guy at the gang summit they just had in Texas. I'll make sure I shoot you the video.
I heard about it. Yeah, shoot me the link. Yeah, shoot me the link.
I sure will. I'll text it to you as soon as we get off. Yeah, the brother just stood up. He said, I thought this was revolution. Like, I spent $10,000. I got my wife and kids in here. We had an argument because I wanted to come and support y'all. I wanted to be here for the revolution. And all I'm coming down here for is you motherfuckers teaching me the same shit and selling books. Next thing you know, they were surrounding that one. The same thing they did to Brother Deruga. And the only reason why they didn't touch him because the brother screamed out, don't touch me. You got the white man walking around in here. And you gonna see the white people in the meeting. And y'all ain't saying shit, but you want to put your hands on me because I'm asking a question. I come in peace. Yeah, they was gonna beat that brother up. That shit pissed me out so bad. And this was just a couple of weeks ago. And Sonetta, greasy ass, he filming every bit of it. If they had did something to that man, it would have been a ongoing prosecution because the lady telling him cut the camera off because I know how they get out. Cut the camera off so they could put their hands on somebody. Oh no, Sonetta said, no, we need to let this be seen. We need to do this. But if you look back at one of the interviews with Sonetta and Malik admitted to having Sonetta set up one time to get jumped on by Khaled. See, so it's a long history of beef amongst all of those people. And when I come back on, I'm gonna make sure I fill you in on all of that. Sonetta's full of shit. He's a snake, a goddamn pedophile and a child molester. And he knew what was going on. Hell, he been messing with little girls since they was 13 or 14 and he was in his 30s. See, it's been a lot that came out about these Negroes, these so-called leading blacks again, that we done let in our community that's tearing us apart. And the first thing they're doing is raping the kids. And I don't see how anybody supports that. I don't.
It's been a hot show.
Yeah.
Sista Nandi, how do we say your name perfectly right?
Nandi, like Shaka Zulu's mother.
Oh, okay.
That's where I took that name from. Shaka Zulu's mother. I respect how she built her son up and made him a warrior and didn't bow down to what her so-called husband, which we know she was a concubine, but you know, she didn't bow down to that. She built the whole village, her and her sisters, and they raised their sons and her aunts and shit. And they built the empire that all of us respect today. So that's why I took on the name Nandi.
And you embody it. So know that.
Right.
You embody that whole spirit. That's perfect for you. Thank you, Dawu. I would love for you to come back anytime. You got the free pass. Anytime you want to speak to us, just let us know and you'll be zoomed right in. No problem.
All y'all guys got to do is just send me the link. Let me know when y'all live. I'll come on to support.
Oh, no question.
Because I love the conversation. I love the build. And hopefully we can all meet up in Atlanta somewhere and have some lunch and really build off of these panels.
Yeah, let us know when you want to meet, Sista Nandi.
What to do. Meeting.
Okay. Well, you make sure you call me, KENWARDO. We can set something up, you know, I mean, as early as next week. I got a lot of ideas and programs that
I got you, sister.
I would like to, you know, sit down with you guys and turn you on to.
Yeah, we can meet somewhere on the West End. You know, OBASI stay right there. He stay in Decatur for Wesley Drive, Wesley Chapel.
Oh, he ain't nowhere. I'm over here on the West, but I used to live over there. I got a lot of family in Kirkwood and stuff like that. Y'all will be surprised when I tell y'all who I'm really, you know, affiliated with and stuff. And if y'all from here, then you will know half of the people I'm talking about.
You know, I'm from Chicago and Rebel from New York.
Oh, you're a Fred Hampton baby.
Oh yeah, you know my father used to run with Fred and all that.
I met his son, very brilliant person. No disrespect to the brother, he's not as fluent as his father, but good representation for the people.
Right.
Yeah.
He goes hard. I've worked with Fred Hampton Jr. a couple of times, and it just breaks my heart, you know, to see what happened with them and him being so strong and powerful and didn't even get a chance to meet his father and could have possibly been assassinated with his father. it's an honor to meet somebody like that actually went through some shit, you know,
Right.
and here to talk about it.
Right.
So I respect that brother to the fullest.
Woo. I think you ever heard of Nagas footwear?
The who?
Nagas footwear, the African sneakers.
No, I haven't.
Well, I'm gonna get all your information. We make our own sneakers, so I'm gonna get you a pair too.
Okay, thank you. I think now I've seen this guy Unc.
Well, yeah, well, Tariq,
yeah.
my uncle Tariq, he deal with Unc. You know, they do their own business. Plus, Unc made his own shoe, but the original idea came from Tariq.
I kind of figured it. You know, I got my conversations about Uncle Cat.
Yeah. Yo, Sister Nandi, she the truth. She know all y'all brothers, man. Y'all
Right,
can't
right.
get past her at all, man.
Yeah, he's some dip shit too with Sinetta. I don't bite my tongue. He's some dip shit. Nigga went live on YouTube and said he snuck cocaine out of keys. I'm dead.
Yeah, I saw that. They like
You
to
supposed to
use
be a
that
damn
back
scientist and shit. You lost the whole community with that. Then you let the damn white doctors whoop your ass. The white anti-vaxxers. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, they throw his ass up.
That wouldn't have even been a debate I took. How the hell you end up going against white anti-vaxxers? And you know damn well 99.999% of the Negroes ain't fucking with no damn vaccines. I'm sorry I had to laugh at that. Ooh, I can't believe he went and took himself through that shit. Then you bring Dr. Mayat, the FBI, to the goddamn community. I'm dead wrong. I'm dead wrong. I used to respect that brother. I used to really think the atheist stuff and he really speaking some shit till I started listening. When the earth a damn spirit ain't flat. What the fuck is wrong? And this is a scientist?
Yeah.
Shit, we
Yeah,
gonna
you know, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Unc got kept, man. I'm
You know,
around.
Nandi,
Yo, brother, I'm real good.
You know what I mean? But Sister Nandi, thanks again. Sister Nandi, R.B.G. Like I said, I am you. It's love from forever from me. Anything you need, rebel with a cause. If you holler at me, I'll be right there.
Okay, well, KENWARDO, you make sure you send me the number and I'm gonna send you those videos. And thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate being here.
Right. We appreciate you, sister.
Salute
Peace
to
and
you.
power to all of my people.
Right, Black Power.
Yeah, you get the last word, Sister Nandi. Take us out of here.
I just want to tell our people that we got to stay focused, come up out of the, you know, the rhetoric and the sentimental shit, quit romanticizing and start putting things in play. That's just something I want us to think about. When gangsters, real motherfucker RBGs, move in silence.
Exactly.
So I just want to let that know. So when you see these Hollywood Negroes out there with the Black Power and the patches and the BDUs and shit, crazy to me because that type of shit didn't come out until it was time for war, not conversation.
Right.
So I just want to just leave us with that. Just start distinguishing the real from the fake. R.B.G, peace to all my people.
R.B.G.
And I'll speak to you guys later.
Peace, Queen.
Got us.
Us.
I got the mind of a king, should really protect them. Everybody talking, but rebel really the next one. I got the mind of a king, spread to never take this. Slavery, fake hip-hop, you dead if you were racist. I got the mind of a king, you could never replace this. Blood from the mud, no love, so I'ma say I got the mind of a king, I know where I am from now. I'ma wake 'em up, you keep 'em sleep, it's up to me. I got the mind of a king.